Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Putty, and welcome back to another edition, the 22nd edition of the Dunes of Utapau. I am joined, as always, by Charles Smith, Marshall Pearson, and the King of California, his lordship, Sir Corey Wadsworth, the 16th. Why have you sent your emissaries to Chris Tubison's door in order to prevent him from attending our session today? Why would you do that to us?
He owes me money.
Oh, fuck.
How much money?
A lot. Enough to where I sent emissaries.
Did he embezzle the Egyptian treasury one time?
Mm-hmm. A lot of it.
Oh my god. Well,
I put him in charge of it, and then next thing I know, I'm missing several billion.
well, let's face it. Any legs he loses are on him now.
I figured, that I'll send some emissaries over, and then maybe he could roleplay the cripple while also being crippled.
That's exactly what I was thinking, yeah. So, Marshall, how's your week been? Aside from having to catch up on all those uploads for this series.
Oh, man. It's been just a fantastic week of love and life, of beauty and death, of low-grade alcoholism, and a good amount of singing.
You're a bell in your...
I'm what? What?
I hear a bell.
A bell? Oh wait, someone's knocking me. I can close the door. Anyway, but real quick before I close it, I'll just say that one thing to keep in mind is that we are 2 weeks exactly away from the day that I go to Germany. Which means this next to this one, there's only 1 week left before I won't be here for the session. So, keep that in mind. What, buddy?
I doubt we'll be doing the session that week.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Although I worked out, we'll talk about it after the session, but I think we worked out that if we rescheduled a little bit, we wouldn't miss much. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, we could theoretically push some things around, yeah.
Okay, so you go close the door. And Charles, how has your week been, aside from, your usual paranoia and munchies?
Pretty good, I would say. Although, I think we're about to die, so...
Oh, no, baby. Right, so, Marshall, are you back? Okay, we'll wait for Marshall to return. It's clearly a long voyage to the door. Okay, right. So is everyone ready to start today's session?
As ready as I can be.
It is a long voyage, by the way.
I'll just mention to the audience that we retconned a little bit of last week's episode. They went back and got some supplies from the Galaxy Plunger, and when they did, Merkava decided he actually wanted to fix the Galaxy Plunger and stuck by it. But when we last left the gang of Nerdwells, they were in space. Sure. They were in space, heading towards the Death Run, the asteroid field. None of the city's defenses had targeted them, but they had noticed a little blip on the radar behind them. And, to keep form and not allow you guys to enjoy the spacecation too much, roll initiative.
Is this one big initiative?
We're rolling initiative.
I knew this wasn't going to be a spacecation within a spacecation.
Alright, how do I roll a d20?
Everybody, I'd say you're not prepared, so it's going to be vigilance, and everyone rolls initiative separately. Damn it, is rhythm broken? Marshall, help.
There's no way rhythm's broken.
I think rhythm's broken.
No, let me see what the problem is. Everything looks fine.
I mean, it's not playing.
Shit, I forgot how we do initiative rolls. It's init roll and then YY, right? Or like...
Your
dice, yeah,
and then PC.
Are you sure that there's not a long pause at the beginning?
Definitely.
Maybe turn it off and turn it back on again.
That's what?
Oh no.
There's lots for people in that ship.
Too bad that they're all going after us. We're gonna kill people. Don't worry about it.
Well, Marshall's still gonna...
You can operate the dorsal auto blasters, by the way, from the pilot.
Oh, I can. Oh, that's good.
The dabs.
Shit, the dabs? He can do the dabs?
He can do the
He can do the dabs.
Then we can really shoot some shit. You said it was a vigilance check?
Yeah. Is there any way to get jukebox back online? Could you remove it and add it again?
What? I don't think it's a problem on this end. I think the jukebox client is fucked up. Oh, I just realized that's not how you do this. Never mind. I totally forgot how you roll initiative. We haven't done it in so long. At least it feels like we haven't done it in a while. But I may be...
Yeah, because we didn't do it last week.
Oh my god, same roll. Here, let me call jukebox.
I'll say this: whoever's mounting a gun, they should probably do the turret-mounted light blaster cannon because it can fire both in front and behind us. As the other two can only fire in front of us. That means we'd have to get behind this guy.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, that didn't work. Wait, I got an idea.
Oh man, ship combat making me pull up two character sheets.
You've got 2 characters? Oh, that's right, yeah.
You should all have the ship up, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is stressful. I don't like this. Oh!
Fuck yeah!
Oh my god!
It's so great! It's totally worth the wait.
Player initiative turn! Go!
What are we doing?
What do we see?
On the radar, you see a ship behind you. At about close range.
Is it a big fish, Captain?
It does appear to be, God, someone turned down the aggressive music. We don't even know if they're hostile.
Nope,
it does appear to be a big ship. Kasar, you might want to mount the.
Fire!
You want to mount? Might want to mount the turret just in case.
Kasari, what's your agility at? How good are you at shooting these things?
Oh, pretty garbage. I'll get on the.
Funny enough, I might be the best gunner in the group too.
Someone else should pilot. Isn't Cedric a decent pilot?
I can sort of pilot because I've got enhance, so I can use the force to pilot.
I say, well, maybe you should gun. Use enhance to be a gunner, and then Kasari can.
I can't. I can use some of enhance to enhance my gunnery. I'm a better pilot than I am a gunner. But like,
well, what's your piloting?
Well, I'm
with
shit
enhanced.
at both, so.
Well, you don't have to get on a gun or be a pilot. There are other maneuvers available.
Yeah,
you check out that maneuver section.
Die!
I am checking out that maneuvers.
Well,
it might be best for me to be your co-pilot.
I'm gonna die.
Maybe.
This is so
But if you're co-pilot, keep in mind that if you are
Yeah.
co-piloting, that means that you can't mount both of the non-pilot guns.
Laser cannon.
True.
Laser moon!
Laser moon. Oh god. That's what this music is from. No.
No, it's not.
Okay. Oh god, one of these days you need to play the Laser Master song.
Laser Master!
I can do
Laser
shields.
Master.
Shields or repairs.
What?
Manual repairs is athletic.
I don't know, but we should punch it.
No! You only have a max speed of 2. You'll be wasting a lot of that maneuver.
Let's punch it!
Oh man. So we're in close range right now?
There is, wait. No, short range. My bad.
We're in short range?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what?
And the ship is behind you. To
You
your
guys want to maneuver closer to it?
Do you want me to scan the enemy, sir, Captain?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I will make a scan the enemy action, which requires a hard perception check.
Okay. Do so. You access the ship scanners. Actually, it's going to take a maneuver for you to get to the console for the scanners.
Can I? Okay, is that fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It just uses your maneuver for the turn.
Okay. Oh yes! What a roll. Captain! I got him on the scanner!
Okay, so the ship, you can tell, has 3 weapons. They're all forward mounted. You can tell that one of them is an auto blaster, another is a concussion missile tube, and the third is a heavy blaster cannon.
We are so outgunned here. Our guns are so shit compared to those two. Fuck.
This is clearly a patrol craft, and most of the models that you've seen would have a hull trauma of about 30 and a system strength threshold of about 12.
Hull trauma 30. We will be destroyed. This thing is better than us in every way. Fuck. It probably has better handling.
You probably have a lot. You don't have very big confidence in my piloting skills or my shooting skills.
I think this is a GTFO.
I say. Well, if we're gonna fight them, I suggest we get on their rear side, Captain.
All right.
That way they can't shoot us from there.
When did you turn into a dwarf?
So, Kasari, can you in it next to me?
I love the feel of the wind and the spray in my eyes. The sea is my home. Yeah, I can do it. This is great.
Alright, so...
One of these days, I'll loop the track.
One of these days. And after all we went through...
First... can I take this turn?
Yeah, sure.
Charles? I think I'm going to do a plot course action. So that's a... Well, what do I want to do? An astrogation or perception? It looks like I want to do a hard perception check.
Is that part of the additional? Yeah. Wait, where's the plot course action?
It's in the additional starships and vehicle actions.
Additional starships and vehicles. Oh, I see. Oh, it's yeah. You can remember studies the terrains and plots a course that should take the vehicle safely through. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
okay.
Wow, that is a good action to use. Considering you're like, fucking the setback has been covered on you. So bad.
So it's, of course, you're going to have your sickness setback.
Yeah.
And wait a minute. So it's up to you whether you want to do astrogation or perception. Although what I'll say is that this kind of territory, any of the charting you'll have is really out of date, so that's going to add an additional setback to it.
Oh, okay.
Also, I hope everyone at home's excited. This is truly the space battle that never happened. Like,
I literally rolled nothing on my yellow die.
So you try very desperately, but you can feel yourself sweating, really, like badly getting hot and bothered from your illness, and you just can't do it. You suffer 1 strain, and the ship takes 2 system strain.
Oh man.
Should I mark that, or are you guys gonna mark that? Oh, someone already did. Okay. Well, I can still do maneuvers, right?
You still have a maneuver, yeah.
Yeah, I still have a maneuver. Man.
And you're at the pilot seat right now, so you can do whatever pilot maneuvers you want.
So, question, guys. Do you guys want us to accelerate and get out of here, or do you guys want me to fly behind them? Attempt to fly behind them?
I don't know. Should we try to contact them first?
Can you contact them? Where's that at?
I'm sure we
Well, that's probably an action.
Let me check.
They haven't opened up communication, and you don't seem to have a method of doing it, but there is a slice the enemy systems action.
Oh, yeah. So someone could do that.
Yeah. So I guess for now, because I don't really know if they're hostile or not, even though they got hell of guns.
I'm
going to just accelerate to speed 2. So I'm going to increase our current speed by 1.
Yeah, I'm going to let you do that without a check, because right now you're still outside the asteroid field. So, yeah, you accelerate speed 2.
Cool.
Shit, we're gunning it.
Should I try it and slice the enemy system?
We just punch.
And then, yeah, that's my turn, because I think that's all I can do.
Next me then.
Okay.
What you gonna do, big boy?
I'm not sure. Like, I could try and attempt to repair stuff.
The ship is repairs it.
Use damage control and... Like, it says if the GM allows, if there's tools for the jobs, I can use athletics. But I don't know if there's tools around.
There are certainly some maintenance tools laying around, although you're going to have to definitely use a maneuver getting down into where you want to be to repair.
Since we're currently in front of them, if we are going to stay where we are, you might want to angle the deflector shields to the rear.
Yes, that
you
would
have
also
deflector shields. Your defense does come from deflector shields.
Yes.
Sorry, we do? Is that what you were saying?
Correct.
Okay, cool. So we could move the 4 point of defense to the aft, and we'd have 2 on aft. Okay. Yeah, I would say that's a good idea.
That's probably a better idea than...
it's a maneuver, too, so you can still do an action.
Yeah.
You probably spend a maneuver getting to the console to do it, though.
Oh. I guess you need to use your action. Or you can... Well, okay.
I think that's a better thing to do than
what you were going to do? Okay.
Than I was going to do. So, yeah, I'll move those angled deflection shields to the back.
I think it's... Is it a check? No, I don't think it is.
Wait a minute. Let me just check.
I'm looking at it now, and it doesn't have it.
It's not? Okay. Why is this such a long section? But yeah, no, go on.
They want to discourage anyone from ever flying.
Yeah, go ahead. Just move the.
If we had someone who was good with mechanics on here, we could boost the shields.
Oh,
as
if
well.
only we had a full crew. Anyway.
Like, I've got okay mechanics.
Okay, so yeah, and by the way, at the consoles, you two, Kasari and Cedric, have not arrived at. You can also fire the dabs, but only one person can fire them per turn, per round.
Gotcha.
So, if that's your turn, Cedric, and next one.
That's my turn.
As a joke, Putty had us do all of this, and they just fly by, and they're like,
"Hey guys, how's it going?" No,
Party
no,
bus.
they're firing missiles at you.
Shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, this is not a spacecation, buddy.
What do you mean?
I'm enjoying it, but I doubt Kasari is. Actually, the old
even during the war,
Kasari
I don't
is
think
enjoying
missiles were shot at us.
Well,
or at least the bits
I think
we
that
looked.
check is correct. So, you guys are gonna take
100
6.
damage.
What's your armor though?
2.
So you take 4 hull trauma. A concussion missile goes into the back of the ship, and you
Wait, did we
rustle
already have 4
We
hull
did.
trauma?
Now we're up to 8.
Yeah. I think my job next turn is to do those manual repairs.
Yeah.
So let me just.
Well, I definitely know they're hostile, though. Sless puts on his piloting glasses.
Oh, by the way, they had moved into close range before doing that.
Charles, what's your gunnery?
I've got 2 agility.
What's your gunnery though?
So none. Like I have 2.
You're
I have
absolute
2
shit at
greens.
it. I guess it doesn't
okay.
matter
I'm
if
really
one of us
shit.
does it then.
So after that happens, you notice on the scanners, all 3 of you, since you're at the consoles, that 2 more ships appear on your scanners.
Fuck.
Slightly smaller, one to your right and 1 to your left.
Nope.
Shit!
That's why there's 3 enemy slots! I didn't even notice that until just now!
And they're gonna fire at you.
Yo, Putty, you kinda stacked the deck against us on this one.
Yeah. And then you feel like heroes when you win.
I don't know if we're gonna win! I don't think we're gonna win!
So you have no defense in the sides, so they're not gonna get the setback on these. But if they miss, you see his laser cannons float past you guys. And completely miss. But you the ship wobbles a little as Sless just dodges them. And the second one's gonna fire. They're at close range to you, by the way. Again, left and right.
Fuck.
Oh. Okay.
That's so good.
That's
really
crit, probably.
Bam, 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 bam! As the lasers crash into the left side of the ship, you take another 9 hull trauma. But you can soak it with armor, so it'd be 7.
Okay, I'm repairing next turn.
And you do take a ship crit, which I need to find the table for.
It's on page 22 of the PDF that you gave us.
Oh, I'm not using PDF, but I'll look for it in the...
It's on page 250 of the actual book.
Thank you, got it. Sless, you're the pilot. Why don't you roll yourself a crit, my friends?
Okay.
Just do a D100, don't do crit. Cause
How do I roll D100?
It's exclamation mark D100.
I mean, there is a...
25.
Losing power to shields. Decreased defense in affected defense zone by... Oh, it's fine, because you already have 0. Oh, never... Yeah, so... decreased defense in affected defense zone by 1 until a critical hit is repaired. If the ship or vehicle has no defense, remember this is the left side of the ship, so it doesn't, suffer 1 point of system strain. So suffer 1 point of system strain.
Oh.
Okay, that's okay.
And the ship now has an easy crit that you should write in the notes somewhere.
I don't know where to write that.
Let's have a look.
Can we add one? Oh no, that never worked.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Here, I'll write it in my notes.
Okay.
Right. And that's the end of those 2 turns. So it is back to player initiative.
It doesn't really matter what order we do this in. Do you want me to try and do a repair?
I don't know, man. We can take 1 more hit before we explode. Should we just abandon ship?
We would be stuck on the planet's surface, and
That's
we
better
wouldn't know
than dying!
Well, hold on, and we wouldn't know where we would land on Malastare.
Oh, you're right. We should die in a ball of fire then. I'm just saying,
I am actually pretty confident I could get a decent amount of this hull repaired.
Okay, you do you then. You do you, babe.
Okay, so I'm gonna run over to the damage control.
Yeah, you go downstairs into basically where you think you can get at most of the hull, and you can see there's smoke, there's some breaches that you could repair. It's actually difficult to walk down there, it's looking really rough.
I just gotta run around and just start slapping steel and whacking it on and just running around like a headless lunatic.
This is an action, right?
Yeah. This is an action. I'm gonna try and use the additional action to use my athletics rather than mechanics, if that's alright.
Yeah, 1 second. What's it called again? Manual repairs?
Manual repairs. It's a hard athletics check.
Make the hard athletics check. I'm gonna spend Destiny to upgrade it though. So it's gonna be 1 challenge and 2 difficulty.
Okay. And I am gonna use Force Enhance.
Okay, make sure you add your extra points, take 3 conflict.
Yep.
This can apparently only be done once per encounter.
Yeah, but look, we...
Oh, and sorry, I forgot to mention. Sorry if you forgot to add it to your check, but your one with the universe action, I'm going to say, works for this encounter.
Oh.
From last episode, sorry.
I don't know what I could use it on. The Force.
Wait, didn't it just give you, like...
Gives me a force...
points?
gives me a light side force point, but, like, I can't use that on a mechanics or a gunnery check. I don't have any abilities. You know what I mean? But...
If only you had battle meditation.
Oh, if only I had battle meditation. Or if only I had... I think they added one of the force powers that can be used against, like, mechanical machines and robots. Anyway. Oh, well. I guess I could use it to fuck up the pile. I don't know.
Okay, I didn't get my 3N there. So
you got 5 dark side points.
I got 5 dark side points. I am gonna spend all 5 for success.
That's 5 conflict.
I know, but I'm already at 0.
You'll never go up if you think like that, buddy.
But that means
4 hull trauma.
So we get 1 for just succeeding, and then 4 more.
No, 3 more. 4 total.
Yeah.
And you take 3 strain doing so, because this is very stressful.
I am stressed.
So you take 8 conflict total from doing that.
That sets our hull trauma to 11. Oh god. Oh god.
Next to me, Cedric, if you've been.
Yep, that's all I've got.
Can I maneuver behind them? Behind the guy that fired at us first?
I will say that I will let you do that if you do the gain the advantage action. Sound fair?
Yeah, where's that?
It is on page 240 of the book.
Okay.
Wow, I really fucked up.
Oh, I see it now. Okay, yeah. What's the action? Is it just piloting?
It is piloting, and the difficulty is determined by how fast you're going versus the other ship. You are going at speed 2, they're going at speed 1, so it would be an easy check, actually, for you.
Oh, okay.
But you guys are starting to drift into the asteroid field now, so that's going to bring added complications.
Good.
Yay.
So are you going to do the check?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Okay, so first of all, I'll just have you do the piloting check. So, just have the gain the advantage check, but then afterwards you're going to have to do another piloting check to see how you navigate the asteroids. So it's 1 difficulty for the check, your sickness setback, the handling setback, which is another 2, and the asteroid field setback, which is another 2.
Any other setbacks?
That's it, my friends.
Okay.
Yep, no, you fail. You don't get any advantage. You can recover 1 strain or system strain, your choice.
I'll recover 1 system strain.
Okay. And you pretty much fail to do so. Now you need to make a piloting check to see how well you dodge the asteroid field. So that difficulty is determined your speed, which means it's set basically at 2, but also it's upgraded by your silhouette divided by 2. So it's going to be 2 challenge dice, because you've got 4 silhouettes, and half of that is 2.
Okay.
Also 6 setback, yeah.
You can
okay.
it. Oh, no.
So you rear up as you're trying to gain the advantage. You lose sight of the asteroids in front of you, and you pull up, but one of them scrapes across the bottom of the ship. You take 5 hull trauma, 3 system strain. However, you inadvertently do get behind the other ship.
Did you say 3 system strain?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
So you get bashed behind the other ship, and out of the range of the little ships. You're probably medium range from them now.
I meant to do all of that.
Yay!
I think you still have a maneuver.
Yeah, I do.
The whole thing is fucking smoking at this point.
Cedric,
I'm doing my best!
Cedric, you're down there as you see the tip of an asteroid come poking beneath you and start scratching the bottom of the ship.
Was that supposed to happen?
I say yes, of course. That's it was always meant to happen like that. Don't worry about it. Oh man.
Yo, who are these dicks?
I guess I'm gonna angle deflector shields so reassign. Yeah, I'm gonna reassign a point of defense to the fore instead of the aft.
That's fine. Yep, perfectly fine. You can do that without a check.
And that's it.
Anything next for you, friend?
Your turn, Marshall.
Shoot those fuckers.
I'll man the guns, Captain. I'll use the turret-mounted light blaster cannon.
Okay, you'll have to spend the maneuver getting on that.
Okay, I do.
Okay, you're on it.
And then, so what do I roll against?
Okay, so you are firing. So it's based on silhouette. So you guys are basically equal silhouette. So it's an average difficulty check. And they have defense in the fore. Sorry, in the aft, which is 1. So it's going to be 1 setback from their defense.
Okay. Yes.
Bam! How much damage is that?
That is 6 damage.
Okay, the armor. So big blaster cannon fire into the back of the ship, and clearly it wobbles a little bit, like it's, you know, it didn't want to take that damage clearly, but it stays pretty much on target and on track, not hugely damaged.
Suck it. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Brace yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gonna have the starfighters make a check. It's not an attack though, they're not attacking you. Right, what's their handling? Let's check that. A hell of a lot better than your guys's. Okay, so you guys see, as one of the starfighters tries very aggressively and very quickly to go towards you guys in the back, and just goes straight collision into an asteroid and blows up.
Oh shit. Okay, that's 1 down, boys.
Oh, why doesn't Control C work in Discord? Or at least for me. Ooh.
Copying doesn't work for you with Discord?
Control C doesn't. Control V works.
It should work.
It's probably because I'm not running it in administrator mode. I've had some weird things with Discord in the past with that. So, again, another one. Very like it's clearly darting around much faster than the 2 bigger ships involved in this, and it does catch the side of a of an asteroid. But you notice the guys who are on. I guess it may be Sless who notices as it gets closer and closer to you until your scanners lose it. And Cedric, you notice as something enters the hold.
What?
Guys, there's something in here.
Oh. Yay.
How have we not lost oxygen? How is this? What's happening?
Space. Star Wars. Space. Cedric's repairs have mostly been keeping it up. And then the patrol ship moves to medium range from you. It's going away.
Did they just fire on us to fucking drop someone off?
Yo, I bet it was Merkaba.
So what's the current situation? Who's near us? Who's moving away?
The hold.
One of the starfighters is dead. The other one is off your sensors, but really close you sense. And the patrol ship is medium range in front of you.
Well, I think we should have someone go check up on who's our new friend on board.
Well, I'm down there.
Do either of us even know that something's going on down there?
I think Cedric said something.
Charles said something.
Oh,
yeah, I think Puddy said, like, I'd seen something.
Yeah, you don't know what it was, but you saw movement. Kasari, are you taking maneuver heading down to where Charles is?
I do.
Okay, you see an absolute mess. There are fires, there are holes that are very, very quickly being patched, but not very well. There's a bit of smoke. There's a big carving at the bottom of on the floor where an asteroid touched it. Cedric is there just frantically patching things up.
How are we alive? Like, I love how in this, like, the way we fix, like, tears in a ship's hull is just slapping a big metal plate on it and just welding it. Anyway.
It's not even welded, it's being nailed in. Like,
I say, you said you saw something down here.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was over there somewhere. I don't know.
I survey the room. What was that? Is Cedric dead?
Make
that's me seeing another big hole in the ship.
Make a daunting perception check with 2 setback because of some cloaking devices.
Oh, well, I'm definitely gonna make this.
I'm also using Destiny to upgrade it.
Fine. One can play at that game. I'm gonna use my maneuver and use my action to upgrade it with my ability.
Wait. You've already used your maneuver.
Then I'm gonna take 2 strain, bitch.
Yep. Okay.
Fuck you! Okay.
So it's 1 challenge, 3 difficulty, and 2 setback.
One setback?
Setback.
1 setback?
2.
Every time you say it, it's so quiet.
He said 2. He's
2 setback! You take 3 strain as you stress in this hellscape of a hull.
I am so stressed right now.
And you fail to find anything. And the next
just hear me on the comms. Is everything fine down there?
Yeah, just get us out of here. Quick.
Okay. Well, sure. I guess I know this guy's pretty close. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fly to. I can move from close range to short range. At 2 speeds, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Make a 2 challenge dice piloting check with 6 setbacks. See if how you navigate the asteroid field.
Okay, I'm gonna just add Destiny to upgrade. Just.
Marshall, can you in it next to me?
Sure. Wait, we're still playing an initiative? Shit.
What's the difficulty again?
It's 2 challenge dice and 6 setback.
Of course. Can't forget about that 6 setback. Of course.
What you're saying is the encounter isn't over yet?
That is indeed what I am saying. So you hit an asteroid, but it's not too bad. It's just a bit of a scuff. It's basically spiraling, and you definitely don't go in the direction that you want to. And your next piloting check to try and avoid the asteroids is going to be upgraded by 1 because you're kind of off balance. You're out of check. You don't really know where you are, and.
Alright, I'm gonna plot course again.
Alright, give it a go. It's going to be average astrogation with, I think it was one setback.
Perception.
I think it was 1 setback for, okay, the hard perception check. I think it was 1 setback for the lack of modern charts and 2 for sickness. And I'm also going to use Destiny to upgrade it. So it's going to be it's going to be 2 difficulty and 1 challenge.
Good. I'm glad.
So 3 setback.
That's 3 setback, 1 challenge, 2 difficulty.
Great. I'm confident in my ability to fail at this.
But you fail triumphantly.
So
you don't get a path out of the asteroid field. However, you notice that the ship is heading in a particular direction. It's heading galactic north, basically towards the core patrol ship.
Okay.
You'll also gain upgrades on like checks to track it, I'd say.
Yeah. Alright, so this ship is definitely from the core systems, and for some reason they're fucking us up, and I'm going to take a good guess that it's probably, what's it called, the family that was somehow tied to this shit.
The Savoyers.
Yeah. Either way, that's my turn.
Why would they want to hurt us?
Cedric.
What do you guys think?
I think that you should repair our holes and possibly not have us die.
I mean, he's done everything he can.
Like, I can try to do a normal mechanics check.
Sure.
I do have 2 skill. So, I'm not a slouch.
Yeah, I think you should try.
What's the difficulty?
I don't know either.
Average.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a medicine check.
Where is that?
Page 240. It's a top little chart.
Oh, here it is. Damage control.
It's just above gain advantage, it says.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Just an average check, no setback.
No, but I'm going to use the Destiny to upgrade it. So that's going to be 1 difficulty and 1 challenge.
Oh god. Okay, so that is... head twice?
What?
2 points.
Yeah, 2 points.
Okay.
One of the fires has been put out.
Guys, I put out a fire, don't worry.
There are still 4 fires.
I think that's my turn. I can't really do much more.
All right.
I'll run up to run up to the cockpit to Sless, say, "Is everything going all right here?"
Oh, that's your maneuver.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in the co-pilot seat.
I say, yeah, you know, just hitting a couple asteroids and potentially dying in a fiery ball. You know, just
the usual then.
Mm-hmm. I feel as though God's adding so many setbacks to my piloting skills.
Let me see what I can do.
Cedric, you see, by the way, the Sless is just like sweating this really disgusting gray sweat, this pale gray sweat, and his face is turning pale, and some of his fur is going gray.
My fur?
Scales.
Cedric's not bothered by it.
The furry agenda. So you notice, as you did move some considerable distance from what you thought was that starfighter, it didn't actually. You weren't leaving it. It didn't appear on your sensors, but eventually it does appear on your sensors behind you and begins to move off, leave, and head in the same direction as the patrol ship.
I don't think that's good.
They left something here. They had to.
A tracker, maybe?
You know, if they're just dropping off the coffee I ordered, then they could have just rang me up.
The patrol ship has left your sensors. You can't see it anymore.
Okay.
Do you want me to take this to do a co-piloting check?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to do a co-piloting check, and I'm gonna use Force Enhance with it, because we need to get off this bloody rock.
I'm not going to do anything to it, so it's just an average piloting check.
Yeah, that's all I need. I'm not going to use the enhance.
Okay. In that case, you are going to downgrade the difficulty of Sless's next check by 2. I'll write that down, and you take 3 strain. Actually, no, you take 2 strain. But you fiddling around with the controls, not really being a skilled pilot, means the system takes 1 strain.
Okay. And then that's the end of my turn.
Alright.
So,
and I shout at Sless, "Get us out of here."
Yeah, is there like a specific action for just leaving the area, or what do I have to do for that?
Sure. I will say that you can get out of the asteroid field with one more successful piloting check that deals with the asteroid field.
Okay, sure.
It'll be your action.
Yep.
Okay. So in that case, it would normally be 2 challenge dice, but you've been downgraded by 2, so it is just going to be 1 challenge dice. Because it gets downloaded to 1 challenge, 1 difficulty, and then again to 1 challenge. So, 1 challenge dice.
And how many setbacks?
That'll be 6, my friend.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, 2 from your handling, 2 from your sickness, and 2 from the asteroids.
Yeah.
You have a lot of destiny.
I do. I think I should use it. All right. Pray for success.
Hey!
Hey!
You duck, dip, dive, and dodge through the asteroid field. One asteroid after another as the starships that you're worried about, you keep checking the sensors frantically. They all start to go off of your map, off of your sensors. You've lost them, you're gone, and you're heading in the direction of Naboo. And you finally get out into clear space, and you have the time to set down the autopilot and kind of just relax and take a breath as the encounter is over and you can roll for strength.
Holy shit.
Yay.
I vomit blood. Everywhere.
I pat Sless on the back, say, well done, mate.
That's
You
all.
know, we almost died in 20 different ways.
I know, but
Oh my god, I hate this ship already. I get up and I just start to walk off.
We
is
crash.
it just
It's stable. You did enough to stabilize it. It's not, you know, it's damaged, but it's not getting worse.
is it cool or discipline for strain recovery?
Yeah.
I was just double checking. God damn.
Right, so you all get some time now to take a breath, and you're on the course to Naboo. It's going to take a few days. You start to get your system set up. You recovered a lot of what you had in Galaxy Plunger. You had a long-range communicator. You had a network that you could connect your personal communicators to. So you get a lot of that stuff sorted. And what I will say is that you guys do have a few things on your communications when they load up. So one second, let me grab that.
Bo-ba-da-do-do. You've got...
Did I also keep
500
up with my medicine,
messages.
my medication?
Yeah, there's not going to be any complications with that. You keep up with your medicine. Is that Sless, you have a message from a former associate of yours called Drago Vonchos, who is nearby in the system and would like to have a call with you at some point. And
All right.
Cedric, you have a message from Malik, a text message.
Okay.
Hey, homie. What's up? I was just planning on murdering your friend. Oh.
I'll be right back.
I suppose I should have sent this to Cedric in private, but it's probably...
I
it's
would.
like it's not a big deal.
We're both staring over his shoulder reading it.
Well,
to
you
be fair, at this point, I would show both of them anyway. So
okay. Why don't you read that out loud while I go and make a dash to the bathroom and hope I can do this in time.
Cedric, Merkava. It seems our missions have aligned. The group you are investigating have a connection with someone I am currently looking for. It seems beneficial for us to work together on this matter. At the present, a Jedi outpost on Solace needs my attention. So if you want to meet up, I have arranged for you to receive hospitality in the capital. Bilaran, talk to the local authority. Your contact is a woman named Ginny, Jesus, and she will help you with a place to stay in the city, sort out any food and drink you might need, and should provide you with transport to reach me at the outpost.
Literally just returned. Excellent.
I think we need to stay in Naboo for a while.
My blood is not in my body.
No, you're right. You had a blood transplant back on Mars.
Yeah, well, we're going to have these operations for this stuff first, so it's sickness. Well, I am. And
Also,
Makara
at
will.
this time, I don't know anything about anything, so I'm like,
Nope.
Who's this from? Who's it from, Cedric? Tell me! Tell me all about the video!
Well,
And-
you can read the name at the top. It does say Malik.
No, it doesn't.
It says
Okay.
01001111111110011001001.
It is Revan, not Malik.
Oh, what?
Oh, it's Rev.
At first you said Malik.
Ah, shit. Sorry, it's Revan.
Oh.
It's Rev. Oh.
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 My apologies.
Oh! Oh, never mind. Okay.
That changes my stance completely.
That's cool. That's cool. I like Revan.
Yeah.
Right him back.
Well, we'll definitely have to meet up with him soon.
Also, so I'm glad that you guys shared a lot midweek so that it's easier to go through, but it probably, since it is big story beats, it's probably a good time to roleplay some of
Yeah.
No, I don't want to. I leave.
that.
Well,
I punch Cedric in the face. Enough! No, I don't punch him. I'm pretty sure that would just enrage his evil Sithness. I say, okay, you promised. As soon as we got off that planet, you promised you'd tell me everything.
yes, I did. Well, a lot's changed since. Well, this all started when... don't know really how to begin this. I don't... Remember when I jumped through the giant elevator, smashing my legs?
You mean mere minutes ago? Must have been a half an hour ago.
No, the big one from the lower city.
Yeah.
That other elevator you jumped through.
It happens so often.
Jumping through a lot of elevators,
so often, it's hard to even keep track of which one. But I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
When we got separated.
Yeah, when we got separated and you found me with... Well, I guess you don't really know who he is. Did you ever meet Malik?
Malik? Who's that? I'm pretty sure we already established, Putty, that I knew who I knew I didn't know who Malik was, but I knew who fuck, I can't think of her name. Mitra Surik.
Yeah.
So I knew who Mitra Surik was, but I didn't know who Malik was. So I say,
would I know who Malik is? I definitely knew who Revan is, because he's just a major figure of the Mandalorian Wars in general.
I'll say you probably know as much as Kasari then, and that is that you know of Revan and that you knew he had an apprentice, but you did not know of Malik specifically.
Okay. No, that's fair.
Well,
I met him.
Malik was Revan's apprentice. One of the more key figures getting the Jedi into the Mandalorian Wars. And he, to be fair, he saved me. I was alive, but barely. Broke my leg and destroyed my other arm. I was practically dead for all better terms. Was flittering in and out of consciousness. And then he put the prosthetics on my arms and my leg and gave me a mission. Something that, in hindsight, I'm not proud of accepting.
What mission?
To scrub the toilets.
Oh, if only if it was that simple.
But no, Kasari actually said to scrub the toilets, but okay.
Apparently.
It is now, Marshall. It was to kill Shao.
Sorry, did you say to kill Bao? Mao? I must have heard you wrong. To kill a man named Gao? Gao Long? I knew a guy named Gao Long. He was a real jackass back on my home planet. You probably
no,
isn't Shao your master or something, Kasari?
Which is why I know Cedric would never agree to kill her.
I mean, I heard
What
Shao.
You heard Shao? Okay, I thought I heard Shao too. I was just in denial. I bring out my lightsaber. I'm like, answer, you bitch! Answer! Answer real fucking quick!
Kasari, I've known Shao for a lot longer than you have, and as I say, I'm ashamed of it. And I'm not going to kill Shao.
Oh, okay. I put down my lightsaber.
Shao was... we all went into the war thinking it'll be relatively quick. We'd be able to sort out the problems. We were the Jedi. We've been training for this for generations. How wrong we were. We killed thousands, millions of Mandalorians. It was horrid. You were still young at the time, so you weren't involved. It was...
I'm still young now.
You're still young now.
You've aged 10 years on that planet.
Feels like it. My master told me stories of war. Told me the horrors. Told me the triumphs. And I only listened to one half. Until I experienced it myself, I didn't understand what war could do. What war does to people. It's the worst thing we can do. Worse than even the dark side. It destroys people.
Why would Revan want you to kill Shao?
Sorry,
why would Revan's apprentice want you to kill Shao?
See, it's easy to confuse them.
You're right.
Because she was going to lead to another war.
What?
She, according to Malik, and I don't know if it's true. I don't know, but according to him, she was trying to bring back the Mandalorians back into the Republic, which I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong, but
that sounds like the beginning of a song.
Not right.
If it's right. I don't know if it's wrong.
My heart's telling me yeah.
That but I know by the end of the war that we just all wanted it over. And I don't know if this is to in her heart unite everybody to make sure there'll be peace, but I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what's going on.
I don't see a problem with bringing the Mandalorians as citizens of the Republic. It seems like a good way to stop them from, you know, attacking the Republic. If you're,
I don't know
if you're
what
a
she's
part
doing.
of something, you're much less likely to want to destroy it. That doesn't mean you're never going to, but I think you're much less likely to view it as some foreign conquest if you are a part of it.
True.
And also, I mean, did Malik provide any reasoning as to why Shao would destroy the world, or did you just have to take him on faith?
At that time, I believed him.
That's
on
not
faith.
So he didn't provide.
Because he didn't provide anything. But at the time, I wasn't thinking straight.
If I have to believe on faith in this man I've never met, or in my master, I'm believing in my master 100% of the time.
it was my ignorance at the time, and the fact that I was in excruciating pain. I was barely conscious.
Did you hear any? Oh, you were? Were you going in and out of consciousness? Did you hear anything when you were out, like, before you got repaired? I don't know. What? Who said that?
God damn it, Marshall.
What?
Nah. I don't know. But now, after... I did hear one other voice, and I don't know who it was, but there's something more going on here than I can even try and explain, because I have no explanation for myself. There was somebody else who was planning something. I don't know what. I don't know if they're truly good or evil, light or dark. But if it's going to my gut now that we've got to stop whoever that is, because that, well, I've got to explain who Etah is as well then to you.
I've heard of
Do you
You
know?
suddenly, in the distance, in the wind, you hear Etah!
Oh God, it's here! Look, I say I've heard of Etah before. He was your former companion.
Yeah, he was a
Lover, you might say.
A lover?
a friend
Did you
Got
fuck?
for a
special
time.
permission from the Jedi Council.
Oh, I see.
Let's be honest here. The Charles Etah the Cedric Etah genetically modified baby would be, the ultimate prodigal son.
Clearly.
Fuck,
You
did I
were
just
supposed
hear?
to be the chosen one! You were a genetic baby! You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not open a chain of retail stores!
Well, Etah, well, me, Shao, and Etah were like, we were a family, We had our squabbles, and some of us didn't do the most, let's say, the best things. Shao will admit, I bet herself, that she made some wrong decisions, but it was all to end the war. It was all to stop the war, stop more lives being lost, and
Buddy.
whether that was blowing up a hospital or saving Revan, we just wanted that war to end. And that's where Etah and Shao fell out.
Real quick.
Etah wanted to do it in the right way, not use the dark side to help defeat the light, the dark itself. Do you understand, Kasari?
Well, okay, real quick question, Putty.
Sure.
Has Shao ever done anything wrong in front of me?
What do you she's never channeled the spirit of the dark side. I mean, she's,
Has she ever even been wrong?
I mean, she's an emotional person, more emotional than most of the Jedi at the temple, and she got passionate when she talked about stuff. And she was, when she was training you sparring and stuff, you could see that she was really into it, and that her movements were quick and angry sometimes, and it wasn't like the most peaceful Jedi style you've ever seen. But no, she's never done anything bad, really.
Well, I say, this is the second time you've told me that Shao that she used the dark side during the war. But I doubt you remember the first time. It was when you got out of the tank and said all those strange things and handed me this ring and took the gauntlet off of Merkava.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
How could you not remember that?
That's why I wish Merkava was here. Because I think he could explain it a lot better than I ever could.
Merkava was incapacitated at the time.
Wait. When you say that, Cedric, you hear, I am here.
Wait, what? What?
I say back in my head, I'm starting to doubt that.
Doubt? That's not the Jedi way.
I'm gonna joke on my own blood. That was a great line.
I am the manifestation of Merkava's weaknesses, and I have doubts.
But I've learned now to trust my friends more than a voice in my head.
You begin
I
to
don't
trust
care.
even yourself. What delicious paranoia.
I trust in my friends. Not some arbitrary voice in my head that just speaks to me of just power. Power that I know I can't truly master.
Your faith in your friends could be a downfall.
Maybe. But I'd rather fall to the ground dead and be with my friends than live and be like you.
If you were to fall to the ground, who would protect your sisters? Oh yes, you can keep some things hidden, but not forever.
Oh god. Does Cedric just have his eyes lulled back in his head right now? Like, what am I seeing?
Cedric's gotten quite quiet.
I shake my head for a second and then look back up Kasari and say, while you and Sless were having a chat before we went and took on, I think the second one, those spore pods, Merkava told me something about what happened on Domenkas.
Domenkas. Yeah?
I'm sure. Do you know? Have we told you the story yet of the time we went and slew the Emperor?
Yeah.
Well, it seems everything didn't quite go to plan. Because supposedly the Emperor's soul and being latched itself onto Merkava. And then it gave him more power, more strength to be able to... I don't know what he did after, but he was never quite the same afterwards. And after he got pretty much died, I heard a voice that called to me. So I went to check on Makava, thinking he was in trouble, and I touched the glass and he's in here now. And I tapped the side of my head.
Kasari like has to sit down for a moment. She's like, "You're saying that the Emperor of the Sith is inside of you?"
Yes.
Well, this makes sense. This is why you and Merkava fell so easily to the dark side. We need to get it out of you now.
Just look, I'm probably like, what? People could be other people's. I don't understand. This is weird voodoo.
It is. I will agree.
It's actually weird
voodoo.
Well done.
Like class A voodoo, man. But
Sless, literally, I do not know what's fucking going on with what's in my head.
So,
well, I have a question. Can we even get him out?
I don't know.
Exorcism. We need an Irish priest.
And if we can't get him out,
we need an
what's
Irish
our
priest,
alternative?
a bottle of Vaseline, and 3 bottles of whiskey.
Well,
is our what would be our alternative to this Sith Emperor being in your head if we can't get him out?
I die.
Okay.
By my own hand.
Oh god.
It'll be the only way.
The only way.
So, the problem I have with that issue is the fact that if the Sith Emperor can go into people's minds and apparently somehow influence or control them, what's to say that he won't influence and control you when you try to kill yourself?
Or just escape and latch onto someone else and continue the cycle.
I don't know. Truly, I don't know, but...
I probably walk up to Cedric at this point and poke his head and say, "Excuse me, Mr. Emperor Man, are you in there?"
Does he say anything to me?
Nope.
The Sith Emperor must have been the one who's talking to me. That's why you couldn't remember it.
Yep.
You know, now that I think about it, was the Sith Emperor in control when you were a complete ass and tried to break into the elevator and kill me or something?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, he must have been in control when you punched Sless in the face and almost cracked his entire jaw.
No, I'm starting to think that's not the truth either. Yep, there we go.
Really, you're starting to realize that Sless is at his tip-top best when the Sith Emperor is in control. Not Sless, Cedric.
He never punches anyone.
Nope, he's actually a good guy.
He would never hurt a fly.
You know, now that I think about it, if you killed yourself and the Sith Emperor escaped, I don't care as much anymore.
Sless is like, can I be the one to push the button?
To be fair, he has called you a creature, so...
Oh, he might be a racist, but at least he didn't act on those urges.
That's true,
Sless.
and Sless would know about not acting on racist urges.
Exactly.
Looks at the
Sless.
shadow where our Wookiee companion used to be.
Sless. You remember what was up there when we went up the elevator?
Yeah, creepy shit. What about it?
Da voodoo.
I saw that creepy shit.
Well, what did you say? I couldn't hear you.
I saw that creepy shit.
I know! Me and you both saw it!
No! I saw it when we were in the clinic.
You saw it while we were in the clinic. How?
Yes.
Is it more of that weird Jedi voodoo shit?
It is more of the weird Jedi voodoo shit.
And why didn't you tell us about this Jedi voodoo shit?
I did.
No, you...
I said, look out for a masked man. A hooded masked man.
Okay, why didn't you tell me to look out for a fucking gigantic room filled with dark energy that...
What happened to you in that room? You almost collapsed. You were unconscious.
Well, we were told basically that we helped the man greatly and that we could leave. At least that's before I left. I don't know what happened after that with Cedric.
Well, thing is, I know both of those men.
What?
Or one man and whatever the other one is now.
Well, who
One
are
of
they?
them, the one that talked to us, was Malik. The man you guys met.
You know, despite the
in the
scary
pub
room
at
filled
the
with
bottom.
gigantic voodoo, he seemed like a okay-ish person.
He was an evil son of a bitch.
You know, but he didn't try to kill me in the elevator.
Oh my god! That's not
Or
the,
punch me.
That's not the new test for whether someone's evil if they've tried to punch you in an elevator.
But
Sure.
You're right, that's always been the test.
it's been the test for me ever since I got chased down in an elevator and saw point at Cedric. I don't even say his name. Saw him tear open the bottom half of the elevator and use Jedi voodoo to basically freeze me in my place against my will. I felt like I was basically being molested.
I just didn't. There's
And
no
you know,
excuse.
and he would have had his way with me if it wasn't for that other, bigger Jedi voodoo.
Would have had his way with you.
disabling, disabling his voodoo powers. You know, honestly, I should thank that guy.
Oh my god. You said you knew who the other person was.
Well, the other person was.
Yeah?
Whatever that thing is now,
It's a good friend.
I don't think it's a person.
Are you going to be racist again? Is he just not a human? Is that what you're going to tell us? Did you think he was a human at one point and then you realized his skin color wasn't up to your standards?
I look at Sless and say, no, he was Etah.
What?
What's an Etah?
How do you know it was Etah?
Oh yeah, it's your friend.
Etah. I had a vision. I think just after you came up the elevator, Kasari. It's me. Merkava was there, Anita, in a burned out house. I don't know where, don't know when, but Etah. And you see at this point, like, Cedric's fucking crying.
Oh,
Like,
God.
just, like, actually, like, tearing up.
Snot is really gross because it's like pale.
I get him a napkin or a Kleenex.
You recover one strain, Cedric.
Oh.
He just wanted to say goodbye. He said he was that person in the center of the room. He said that he thought it was right. He also said that Well, it goes back to to the mass shadow generator on Malachor. Do you know about that, Kasari?
I've heard stories.
What do you know about it?
It destroyed the planet, wiped out the Mandalorian fleet, some of the Republic ships too.
It was something more than that, though. It used the Force in a way that I don't think any of us had seen before. It scarred us. It damaged everybody who survived there. And I think, it's the only thing I can think of, that what they did to Etah was to open that wound. A wound in the Force. That's sucking all the life and the Force energy around it. That's all I can think it was. And it's destroyed who he was. He's not Etah anymore. He's gone. And he said to us to try and find a way to heal that. Unlike Shao.
Well,
Etah and
also, unlike Shao, Shao hasn't turned into the manifestation of darkness, but, you know.
You know, and Shao also hasn't punched me.
That another tick in her box.
That you know of.
That's true. Shao might punch you. Let's not. That might still happen.
I don't know. Etah and Shao, after a certain point in the war, they squabbled over what was right. Etah
Mainly out of
Etah never managed.
Don't you fuck up my retcon.
Me, Shao, Etah, and Makava were at the mass shadow generator. We helped install it, as a matter of fact. But the only person not to be able to put up like these basically giant pylons was Etah. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it. We were instrumental there. That might be what scarred us. But from what Etah told me afterwards, afterwards they fought, Shao and Etah. That squabble didn't end. And they just kept fighting and fighting and fighting. All the way to Malastare. Because it was Shao and Etah. The Mirilan and the Zabrak blood. The golden hilted lightsaber. And the blue. And that figure I saw with the blue saber, it was Malak, or M, whatever he's going by.
Eden! Fuck! And I think I remember the other guy was called E in the doctor report. Or I might be thinking of something else.
He's called Mr. Damari.
Oh. Never mind.
Etah.
Is Etah's
Damari.
last name Damari?
Yep.
Wait, really? Are you making this up? I don't remember this. Is this
No, this was a Dunes of Utapau edition, but it is canon.
Oh. Oh my god. That's funny. I imagine when you sent that message to Ben, it was like, by the way, your last name's Damari.
I haven't told him. That was a later edition after I sent that message.
Gotcha. Okay.
I frantically searched their character profile from last campaign. I was like, did he ever come up with a last name? The answer is no.
Okay, I say, look, man. This is a wild ride.
Yeah. It's quite literally changed my life. So yes, it has been quite a wild ride.
What's the plan?
Well, first we need to get back in somewhat decent fighting shape. Then we can go to Solace, talk to Revan, tell him about all this. Then head out to Dagobah to try and figure out.
Going to Dagobah? What are we
The Emperor's hand is there.
Oh, that's right. Fuck, we have to.
Wait, where? Oh, the Merkava stuff?
That's right.
Yeah, the Emperor's hand is there, and I want answers.
Although, I'm a little bit... Now that we know the Emperor is with us, maybe we shouldn't bring the Emperor near the Emperor's hand? What if he tries to contact them? What if he gives them something? What if he goes over to them and then they regain the Emperor's aid?
I say...
That's why I want to go to Revan first.
I say... Look, I don't really know what you guys are doing, but... you're going to... go on that journey on your own. I don't think I really want to handle all this Jedi voodoo.
But voodoo!
I know why Sless. I can understand.
Ah, but the voodoo.
Yeah, the voodoo is very frightening.
Well, you can at least have a spacecation with us on Naboo.
I'll certainly stay with you guys on Naboo until I find a ship off.
You should definitely reply to that message.
Yes, I'll definitely reply to that message sometime. When do you want to have that happen?
It can be right now if the Jedi want some time to chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about during this time? Because there were certain things that I know, but that Charles didn't tell me there. So maybe Charles tells me about the other stuff that Malik told him during the thing, during this time.
Yep.
The sort of like stuff that I saw during the video. So it just fills in the gaps.
And there's one other thing I would do. I say.
Actually, no. Why don't we do this? Why don't we come back to this?
Yep.
After we do Sless's. And sorry, maybe you can do one of your Seek visions while Sless is talking. So.
And actually, I can't do 4C. 4C won't be much.
So Sless, what are you going? So you're going to try and call this guy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. After a little bit of ringing, you see a guy in a cafe, basically, talking to you on a communication device, and he says, "Ah, Sless, it's been a while. I hear you've been doing some legitimate business lately."
What's his name again?
Drago von Choss.
I say, indeed it has, Drago. Why did you want me to call you?
Well, you see, there's some big work going. It's a little bit of the seedy stuff, but You're always interested in the work, if you know what I'm saying. So, and I saw you were in the area, and some of this stuff is like big shit. And one of the guys has asked for you specifically, but I'm not sure if you work with Mandos.
I'm willing to listen to his offer.
Yeah, good. Well, if you're interested, there are currently 2 big bounties that I thought you might be interested in on Sulis and Naboo. And the Mando in question is on a space station nearby called Dawn Draft.
Dawn Draft.
Dawn Draft Space Station. It's I'll send over the coordinates for you. But
alright.
You're looking for a guy with a. He says you can find him at the Red Rose Inn, some sort of drinking establishment. You look for the Shawl. His name was O'Hare McLaugherty.
Okay. Red Rose what?
Inn, I think. It's weird.
And his name is, well, can you just like copy paste his name for me?
Oh, gosh, fine, but I'm going to finish my dinner first, alright? Now you have a good one, Sless. I'm also on Dawn Draft, so if you run into any troubles, you call old Drago.
Alright, I'll be sure to call you, Drago. And you said he was a Mando?
Yeah, a lot of the people on this station are. Be careful.
Alright, you too. Yeah, I'll contact you if I need anything.
He tips his hat, and the communication ends.
Communication ends.
Oh, that's the wrong chat. Okay, so there you go. You have destinations, and I will. So, which one of the 4 are you doing, Marshall? Before we start.
That's a good question. I'm gonna start with Malik.
Okay, that one's an easy one. Would you care? So you successfully do it?
It's disgusting.
How are you gonna spend those points?
All of the light ones, but none of the darks.
Oh, that's goofy. Join me in the private conversation lounge.
Okay. Oh.
Right. Oh, hello, Rhythm.
I thought you wanted it. Did you want the rhythm?
Yeah, but I need. If I'm gonna use the rhythm, I want different music.
Oh. I bet it's really awkward and quiet in there.
I bet it is.
No rhythm.
No rhythm. No dancer. Because rhythm is a dancer. It's the Knight's Companion. I can feel it everywhere. You find yourself walking through ornate hallways bearing markings of the Jedi Order. These halls seem familiar to you. As you walk, you feel your confidence building step after step, a sense that your destiny awaits. The journey does not feel new. It feels as... Oh, this is the wrong music. Fuck it.
I was totally fine with it. I'm like, oh, it's fall out. And then all of a sudden Matthew Perry comes out of a hall, and he's like, so I get the game was right from the start, and he shoots you in the head.
Journey does not feel...
What are you doing, Matthew Perry?
It feels as though you've made this walk before, and when you have, its importance has been incredibly high. You get a sense of nerves as you get a feeling you're about to embark on a difficult endeavor, but it is not one that is new to you. It is one you have walked before, and it's necessary. Those nerves are swallowed as you arrive at a heavy set of double metal doors. You feel a weight on your shoulders, but a palpable sense of belonging. You belong here. You push through the doors strongly and walk into a bright light. And for the extra light side points, I will say that you recognize that those were the hallways of the Dantooine Temple. And you probably did also recognize that those doors were leading to the council room.
Shit. Is this showing me the past or the oh?
Guy.
God damn it! Every
So,
time
I let you.
Putty, was that? Do I know if that's like I forget. Does Seek show me the present, the past, the future? I think it's the present, right?
I don't think it's specified. It says that it gives you hints as to the current location of something, but that doesn't necessarily mean those hints are current.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. I think I know where Malik is.
Wait. Hints at the current location of something, but doesn't necessarily mean they're current. I'm confused.
I mean, you can if you can be shown a vision of the future that hints at where something is now, and you can be shown a vision of the past that hints at where something is now.
Oh, okay, I get it.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think Malik might be at one of the Jedi temples, specifically Dantooine.
Dantooine? Why is he going to Dantooine?
Or he's headed there.
Hmm.
In the vision, I was in Malik's place, I think. I felt confident and strong, but a little bit frightened, and I was walking down the hall into the main council chambers.
By the way, Sless, do you plot a course for Dawn Draft?
Yeah, I say,
it's closer to you than the
I say, do you guys mind if we stop somewhere before we arrive on Naboo?
If it's on the way, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, we can get a snack there.
I mean,
P-Bright.
There's an inn. I'm sure that they also have snacks at the inn.
Yes. Excellent.
I
you just hear the Emperor saying, yes, I would like peanuts.
And then plot a course to Dawn Draft.
Okay, you successfully do so. You have all the coordinates, it's really easy.
What's this place then that we're going to?
It's a station called Dawn Draft. I'm going to meet someone there and look into a potential job offer for when, I depart from this group.
Fair enough.
We can, relax there for a little bit, and then when we get on Naboo, you guys do your thing.
Yeah, maybe we can get some repairs there too, so the ship doesn't fall apart.
Yep.
I mean, hell, you might see Merkava by then, and he might bring that other ship you guys have if he survives the asteroid field.
I have a feeling we'll never see Merkava again.
Okay, so you guys said you wanted, so Cedric, we wanted to relay more information because there's some stuff in the video that you haven't told yet. So,
specifically stuff that if I don't know about, certain visions I told you about, Putty, that I really have no right asking about, or one of them, I think, just one of them actually. There's only one vision that. In that
case, I will hint at Cedric very strongly right now. Malik told you what he considered to be his threats that he was looking out for, and I think Kasaria wants to know.
Yes. That's another thing, Kasari. It was odd. Malik talked about the Emperor's hand when he talked to me. And a few other groups that he was looking as dangers.
What were those other groups? I say, my eyes wide.
I'm trying to remember. There was.
That's unfortunate.
The Emperor's hand. There was the Sith Triumvirate.
Oh, Tom, what?
And I need to go and remember the rest of them because I've forgotten.
No, I think that was it. It was on Shao and the Sith Triumvirate.
Yeah, Shao was the other thing.
And Shao.
The bad guys. The baddies.
Are we the baddies?
Are we? Yeah, are we the baddies?
I don't know, man. Maybe.
I don't know anymore. It could be.
Also, if Malik sent you to kill Shao, did he know for certain where she was? Because I believe she's on Utapau in a cave.
She's with the Mandalorians
What?
on Utapau.
Oh, the ones she's trying to incorporate into the Republic?
That's what I believe.
Oh, she's probably okay then.
I mean, you guys have a specific organization.
I do?
Yeah, I think you were told. Cedric definitely was told.
Yeah.
See it in his notes.
Who told me?
It's called...
XXII.
Oh, never mind. They're not nice. Fuck them.
She's with the Red Hand.
Oh, they're the
on
baddies.
Utapau.
They're the baddies. They're not called... They're not... Are you sure
They're not called the Velvet
Are you
Hand.
sure they're not called the good fun
Yeah.
guys? Friends? Galactic
No.
buddies? Of space? Oh man, okay. I say you've...
The Galactic Space Buddies are the antagonists of the campaign, didn't you know?
I say...
Well, that's the Jackers.
I say you've given me... That is true. That is the Jackers. I say you've given me a lot to think about. Is there anything else you want to tell me before I retire to my meditations?
Well, I just want to apologize to you. While Shao's been gone, I thought I could help train you, and I just haven't. I'm not.
I think the situation has been my teacher.
That's fair. Maybe tomorrow I can.
The Sith has been
Maybe
We can do
tomorrow I want to settle down.
Maybe tomorrow we could do some old-fashioned sparring.
Sure. I say, I suppose I owe you a piece of truth that I didn't tell you. Something I saw that scared me a lot. It has to do with you.
Hmm?
I saw a vision in which I believe you, although I could be mistaken. Theoretically, it could be someone else, but I believe it was you. Were giving a speech. You were leading a giant army, and you were wearing a mask. That's why I've been so afraid for you. I believe if you don't make some changes, then you will end up wherever I saw you.
Well, I've got to change now.
Good. Well,
Malastare was not a good place for me. And trust me, I'm not the type to make speeches.
no, it was a pretty terrible speech. We all agree it was awful. I'm just kidding.
The worst.
The worst.
Okay, sorry, you plan to retire to meditation for a little while.
Well, and I want to check up on my crab egg.
Okay, so we'll do your visions, and then by the end of Kasari's visions, I'll say you guys have arrived at dawn draft. So, your crab's fine, by the way. It's looking like it might be a few weeks away from hatching.
Oh!
So, yeah.
I get a nap as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
You get bad dreams. They're really bad dreams. There are people around you dying, your friends getting slaughtered. It's very bad.
I also...
Not even joking. You are getting those dreams.
Oh, fuck. I also am gonna...
What were my dreams like on
They were... There was two. There was really good ones where you were winning snake tournaments, but you had a nightmare where you got stage fright and got knocked out in the first round.
No.
What was it? Was it the Galactic Cup?
I feel like Sless has a lot of hidden anxieties.
Right, Kasari, Jerry, the pro stage looks.
Sure.
And bring rhythm down.
By the way, I'm going into my inventory and I'm basically taking all the heavy things off me, like the suit, stuff like that.
check the ship's encumbrance and keep it a bid and stuff.
The ship's encumbrance?
Yes, it's on the ship sheet.
Oh man.
So, tell me what you're doing before you roll the dice, because there are some complications with some of these visions.
Good. I love I love being complicated. I'm happy. Are you happy?
I am. So, what's your next vision?
I'm gonna die. Sorry, what'd you say?
What are you looking for next?
My next vision will be wait, real quick question. Where do I actually write down what's in the cargo hold?
I have no fucking clue.
What the fuck? Oh,
Good luck.
I'm
the best GM ever. On your piece of paper. You can also put it probably on the Saviors of the Third Chapter.
I found it now.
Okay.
Anti-sickness suit. Okay. Anyway.
Yes.
I say, look, bud. You and me, we're gonna have a fight. No.
Who do you say this to? The crowd?
Myself. I'm going to have a vision of... I'm gonna look for Revan next.
Yeah, this one has no complications. Just roll your dice.
Oh, yay. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Cool. Okay. You're just gonna use all those points, I presume?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. Oop. I just lost my pen list. It's not as bad as actually losing my pen, but hey.
It's almost as bad.
Okay, you see a planet of black rocks and lava falls, an almost desolated place. Initially, you might think this is a place of reckoning. Destruction could be the only thing causing such a scene of cracked open rough terrain and the bursting of ever-destructive, all-cleansing fire from the earth below. But as you stare at the scene in front of you longer, you feel a sense of balance emanating from a single point, as if this planet is destroying itself just enough to create these conditions, but not enough to destroy all of the rocky terrain or to harden all of the magma. Within this more serene picture, you sense a presence, contemplating, conflicted, curious. The weight of balance begins to overtake you as you realize how easy it is to fall out of balance, how quickly the land of this hellscape could be overtaken by the rushing ooze of the lava below, how quickly the lava could dry and eventually never return. But you eventually find peace, admiring the balance of what you see, taking it in, and once more you gain a glimpse and a focus on a figure, sitting, contemplating, meditating on a rocky crag, overlooking a lake of lava. The figure breathes as you get to zoom in. You clearly have more of a focus on this picture, and picks up a nearby pack. You see a human male begin to walk towards a metal enclosure.
Okay. That sounds like Solist. Do I know that Solist is a fireplace?
You probably don't know much about Solist, honestly.
Never
so.
mind. Who
Yeah.
knows? Although I can probably assume it is, because we were told
Yeah.
Revan's on Solist. And if
Yeah.
I think that's Revan, then, then I think that's Solist.
Okay, which of the next two?
Next we'll go with the Emperor's Hand.
Okay, this one doesn't have any. Well, it has complications, but they're not to do with your role. So just roll.
Oh man, silly Emperor's Hand. It's literally I'm just gonna see Cedric's hand.
So,
you
find yourself at a sort of a crossroads in the Force. You find yourself pulled in 3 different directions, as if the what you were looking for is in various places. You find yourself in one direction, a sense of life. In another direction, a sense of death. And in another direction, the sense of rebirth. You have to kind of focus on one of those.
Life.
Okay, cool. All right then. You find yourself in a body that is not yours, surrounded by a sterile, clean laboratory and examining a body of a humanoid, gray-skinned species with red blemishes around the eyes. You sense a familiarity with your surroundings as you begin to pick up a scalpel and clean it with utilities that lay nearby.
Ew.
You pull open the robes, covering the creature in front of you, revealing a gray stomach. You calm yourself. Take a deep breath. You plunge the tool into the creature, cutting open at the red marks around the belly button, creating an incision in the skin with accuracy, but speed and aggression. Dark red blood slowly oozes out of the incision in the skin, and you prodded it slightly with your gloved finger. No, this is the life vision. You prodded it with your gloved finger. You look deeply at the blood and notice some green and black dots in amongst the red liquid. You smile slightly, but your job is not over. Taking care, those fingers glide into the incision, peeling open the creature in front of you, slowly but surely revealing more of what is underneath the packet you have recently opened. You see more of the dark red blood, more of the blemishes in the liquid, and organs that you have a feeling you recognize, but can't quite piece it together. One you certainly feel drawn to, your target. A rounded, fleshy exterior stands in the way of what you're looking for. You plunge your instrument into the body once more, penetrating the boundary that blocks you from your goal. After some more precise, quick cuts, you reach in and feel the slush of internals before arriving at what you feel is what you are looking for. You look down to see in your hand a black, rounded spore. You smile, much larger than before, as another of these creatures, this one conscious and alive, walks through the door to your left. Happy with what you see, they say. Oh. Yes, I think this will work very well. Welcome to Utapau, Ms. Orbital. You recognize this is a Paum.
A Paum?
A Paum. P-A-U apostrophe A-N. Paum. Pauam.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. Yeah, those guys. God, they look creepy. Fuck. They're so creepy looking.
And then are you going to do your last one? Show me the triumvirate.
So fucking
I'm glad. I went in with you. Don't roll yet. So, as you start to meditate, you get the sense that all of these entities are surrounded in such darkness that the only way to establish a connection is to use some of that darkness. You will have to spend one dark side point to get these visuals.
I will not do it.
Okay.
I step back.
Alright, well that's the end of your meditative process then.
Man,
I will head back up to the Star Wars.
Although that's good to know, that does inform Kasari of one thing, and that's that the Sith Triumvirate are more dark than the Emperor's hand.
I'll tell you what, I will let you make a formidable discipline check to try and establish the connection with it, like mixed in with your roll.
Oh.
Mm.
Formidable's 5, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Bing dang.
Shit, that's success.
Okay.
But 5 straight.
Success. Yeah. I mean, that's not straight. You do establish connection, but
or not 5. Well, 5. I meant 5 threat. Sorry.
Yeah, you do take 5 conflict.
No.
Because you're wading through emotions, horrible things. But once again, you find yourself at a crossroads.
I found a ton of blood during that. That was horrible.
You find yourself drawn towards one of 3 emotions: anger, pride, or power. Which one would you like to follow?
They all sound...
And I will say because you had to go through the hard check and the And the light side points, and you have 5 light side points. I'll let you do 2 of them, actually.
Oh! Ooh! Oh! I don't know what's happening. I will choose first power. No, wait, not first. First, I'm going to choose anger.
Okay. So, you focus yourself through visions of fire and smoke to find yourself standing and watching as a primitive hut village burns in front of you. The smoke and ash filling the air is almost suffocating. You see as a figure hunched slightly and draped in a long black cloak is approached by a man clad in lightweight black robes and holding a blaster pistol lazily. "Sir, what do you want to do with the rest of the houses?" he says. "Burn them. They hold nothing for us. I have seen the faces of these primitives. No sign of Orbital, no sign of what we are looking for. Chasing shadows across the land that should not be. Let them burn like the people of this planet. If their flesh is not taken by the flames, perhaps they will feel the pain that I have and become stronger. It is the best fate we can give them. It is a mercy. And you." He turns and looks at you as you catch a glimpse of the side of their face.
Wait,
charred,
he's looking at me?
Charred, broken flesh that is difficult to witness. You will pay for your mistakes when we return to the academy.
I don't like it.
Which of this? So pride or power?
I don't like it. I'll choose power.
You find yourself not with vision, but with emotion, and you feel these words formulating in your heads. Power. Freedom. Freedom. Friends. Purpose. Destruction. Prevention. Ending. Hungry. 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 And you see a wide spot of space in front of you, 2 planets within view, one blue, the other sort of orange. A small light flashes in the distance before the darkness of space is consumed by a blinding light. The light disappears and the planets and stars that once set in front of you are gone, leaving nothing but the purest of darkness. And it strikes you with a sense of emptiness like nothing you have ever felt in the past. In the distance, you can still feel that light, even if you can't see it anymore, growing with immense and terrifying power.
Oh man.
And I will say, so the 3 crossroads that you didn't go down, the 2 from the first and the 1 from the I'll let you make discipline checks to try and get those if you want.
Like
try and reconnect.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
They're just gonna be hard. They're just gonna be hard.
Oh. 1 each?
And you don't yeah. And you actually 3 total, because there's like 3 crossroads. And you don't have to roll any force die with them because you've already rolled your force die. And you should specify which you're going for too.
Okay.
So let me just remember. It was the vision of death, the vision of rebirth, and the vision of pride.
I'll start with pride.
Okay.
Fuck you, pride.
Take 1 conflict.
No.
But you get, okay, so you see a barren, it's not really barren, it's a plain, it's a grassy plain, and 2 cloaked figures stand across from each other. One taller but hunched, frail. The other also hunched, but not in a way where their body is letting them down. It's a hunch that shows readiness, it's a position, it's a hunting, it's a prowl. They begin to speak. First, the frail, older one speaks. Both of these are women's voices. The younger one, you have a sense of familiarity, but you can't quite put your finger on it. The older one speaks first. So he sent you to do his dirty work. Is this what you have become? The younger one replies, I have my duty, as you once had yours. You're here to kill me then? Stop yet another monster? That's what I've been told to do. Vaguely, of course. But no, not today. Attachment. Principles. Isn't it a little too late for those? Maybe. But I've seen the light in the eyes of the next generation. If we do our jobs, perhaps we'll have a legacy worth protecting. Ah yes, your little apprentice. Gallivanting around the galaxy just like her mentor all those years ago. But I suppose it's a little different now. What are you talking about? She's completing her training right now. So it's true what they say. You've stopped listening. The whispers of the galaxy revealed to you when you close your ears. You have a gift. You should use it. Here. The hunched figure walks towards the other one and gently grabs their head. In reaction, the shorter person draws from their hip a lightsaber hilt and ignites a crimson blade. I'm done listening to your whispers. I stopped that a long time ago. Any respect I still have for you may save your life today, but it has my limits. Threaten my friends, my apprentice, and I won't hesitate to kill you. I don't doubt it. Oh, how things have changed. Many moons ago, when we faced each other in battle, it seemed there was a gulf so big, but now I sense it would be foolish to test my skills. Even if you do turn your back on your power, my power is purpose, as is mine. Both figures begin to walk away from one another. The younger figure speaks. It won't work. Your plan. And the older one replies, neither will yours. You get a glimpse of the shorter figure's reaction before the darkness surrounds you. A curling purple smile, surrounded with crimson red skin.
Run!
What?
Can I just say, I'm 95% sure I know who both were in that interaction, and that was a really good impression of
Thank you.
of Darth Treya, like fucking ace, really really good. Anyway, I can't believe you haven't played the game. You must have read a lot of her dialogue because that sounded a lot like her.
I played the last RPG, you know?
She's not in it, though.
Well.
Oh, you mean this RPG?
Yeah.
This RPG, yeah, okay. I thought you meant you played Coder 1, and I was like, well, that's not gonna help. Hey.
No, I found the hidden... Anyway, go on.
She comes up, she's like, hello! Die!
Right, so, death or rebirth?
Oh, man, fuck! Death!
Okay, that's sim check, hard discipline.
Fuck, this is so hard.
It literally is, yeah.
Yes!
Oh! Okay, with that triumph, you can get both of them.
Awesome!
Death and rebirth. Okay, so I'll start with death.
Wait, is that too conflict?
No, this one wasn't conflict, because
Oh.
you're just...
Oh, is it
This
strain?
one is strain.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Honestly, the Emperor's hand doesn't seem as Sithy then. That's weird. I almost feel like I'm not saying the Emperor isn't a Sith, but maybe his followers are kind of like, I don't know, somewhere in the middle. I don't know. Anyway, continue.
Here's the vision of death. You find yourself in a body that is not yours, surrounded by a dark, thick forest or jungle. You look as a number of lightsaber hilts lay on a tree stump nearby, and you sigh, looking up at the night sky. Shooting stars pass by and glimmer for a time before disappearing almost as quickly as they arrive. You get a sense you're waiting for something, but are hoping the moment will never arrive. A sense of anticipation matched, mirrored with dread. An image pops into your head as you sit on the trump. Two young girls playing outside a house you feel a connection to. The sun shining down on them as they throw a ball back and forth, one much older than the other. Every now and then they throw the ball to you and you get to see their smile in the sunshine. As you return to the forest, for some reason you feel like sitting here now, waiting. They're safe. This makes you happy. More than anything, you strive to stave off the fear that you might lose this image, this perfect moment. You hear a rustling in the forest, footsteps perhaps. Has the moment come? Will this be the end? As the darkness surrounds you, you hear a trickling of a waterfall nearby.
Ooh, okay. Is that the end?
And then this is the one of revival.
Oh yeah, I don't
You find
know.
yourself... You find yourself in a body that is not yours, surrounded by people typing away on terminals and chattering away in constant droning on a nearby communications device. You find yourself drifting, bored, still weak. You sense you recently experienced a traumatic event, a setback, but you can't quite put your finger on what happened. Perhaps you blocked it out. You find yourself struggling to maintain concentration on the mundane world around you, the desk you sit at, the papers you were supposed to be reading. Suddenly, a voice breaks your stupor. Senator Stevens? Oh, yes, you hear yourself muttering as if not entirely sure the person was referring to you. Or should I say Counselor Stevens now? Sorry about that. Anyway, I wanted to let you know you should be good to move into your new office by the end of the week. And then everything should calm down here a little. Oh, good, you say. Could you do me a favor and contact my successor? I'd like to congratulate him in person, perhaps over a drink in the study, and with all the recent trouble calming down, you can tell the guards around this place to have the rest of the night off. I don't think anyone is going to try anything tonight, and they've been working non-stop.
I think Senator
Are you
Stevens
sure?
is going to try something.
Are you sure, Counselor? It seems a little dangerous, don't you think? Oh, no. Besides, I can take care of myself. Yes, Mom, I will. I'll do as you ask. And that's it. And now I'm heading back up because I have left this guy for too long. I'll see you up there. Sure you all. Nice work.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah, Toe's gone to get food.
That is
Because
completely
you were
fair.
so long.
Yeah, that's fine. I will also go pee while, I guess... I mean, Marshall, you come out of your meditation chamber. I don't know if you want to talk to Cedric about...
I vomit blood all over Cedric.
Not again, Kasari.
I say, Cedric...
It's probably been like a... She's probably spent a day meditating.
I've seen many things. Most of them too vague for me to really inform you of anything, but...
I'm back.
I did see Shao. I think, at least. I'm pretty sure.
What did you see?
She was in a field, and she was talking to an older woman. The older woman was not a... I don't think the older woman was a good person. I think the older woman was a part of the Triumvirate, because I found this vision searching for them. And Shao seemed familiar with her. Like, she said she'd fought her before. That she'd known her. And Shao said that she was sent to kill her, but decided not to. I'm not sure if this is... Well, it definitely isn't now. We know Shao is imprisoned, but...
Cedric, that vision seems familiar to you.
Oh, that's the one I had 5 seconds ago.
Do you... do I need to fill you in, or do you know why it's
I think I remember... I think I remember which one you're talking about. Just remind me a sec.
You had a vision. You had a vision with two people talking.
Yes.
You suspected one of them was Shao.
Yes, I had a similar vision. A similar vision when we were on Malastare about... I couldn't 100% say it was Shao. And I couldn't tell who the other person was, but... Apparently one of them had a plan. The one I couldn't identify and didn't think was Shao had a plan, and Shao thought it wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, I remember that from my vision. Very similar. There was definitely a plan, and it definitely wasn't gonna work, according to Shao. Whoever that woman was, I think she's a member of this triumvirate Malik was worried about.
Yes.
Either that or Shao is. That's a little disturbing. But I'm thinking it's the woman.
I think you might be right.
Let's hope, haha. We all drink and have a laugh.
Did you see anything else?
Nope, that was it. That was no. I saw a lot of strange things. I saw Senator Stevens, at least I think, or I was Senator Stevens. That was weird. Senator Stevens, by the way, is no longer a senator. She's now a counselor. She lost. Also,
okay.
I saw... Also, I'm pretty sure she's planning on murdering the person who won, or something shady, because she didn't want the security to come around that night, and she wanted to invite them into the study to have a drink. Sounds like classic Clue shenanigans to me. And then I also saw... Jesus, I saw what I saw one of the Orbital people, one of the Ordito ladies, and they were cutting open someone, doing surgery, and whoever they were, they had spores in their chest. I think they might have been someone infected. But it was on Utapau. So one of the Orditos is on Utapau right now. I know that. I saw a vision of childhood. I saw...
What sort of childhood?
I believe it was one of the Ordito's childhood.
Hmm.
Or at least a time of relative peace when they were all together.
Okay.
They're very close. I know that. Very, very close. I also saw... Jesus, a lot of stuff. I already told you about Malik. I saw
when Kasari mentions that Ordito vision, you hear in your head, Cedric, you know, you would have gotten along with the Orditos. Brother protecting his sisters. Where have I heard that before?
Oh man, what a dick. Clearly,
oh god.
Clearly the Emperor, though. All pretense has been dropped. You're not Merkaba.
I say back in my head. Yes. But there's a right way and a wrong way to do it.
The Orditos are trying to prevent the war. And you.
Yes, do it.
We'll see.
I say, then there was Revan. I saw him in a field of magma overlooking it. I don't know much about Solist. Do you guys know if it's fiery, magma-y?
Have I ever... Do I know anything about Solus?
Not really. Sless, you probably would know it's a magma planet.
I then say, yeah, it's a magma planet.
I say it's got the big fire then. He's definitely there then. Well, unless he happens to be on another magma planet. That would be weird.
He definitely had the high ground when you saw him.
Oh, did he have the high ground? Good.
Definitely,
The highest
yeah.
ground.
Good. Good. So, yeah, I saw that. He seemed very contemplative, very calm. I also saw a very disgusting looking creature, scarred across his entire face, and he was having his soldiers burn down villages. He talked about pain, how he wanted to inflict it upon them, how it would make them stronger. And then I saw, well, certainly the most disturbing thing I saw would have been the it wasn't so much a sight at first as it was feelings. I felt all these emotions and ideas in my head, like anger and well, mostly hunger, a lot of hunger. And then I saw this entity, whatever it was, destroy planets and stars, wipe them out, killed, I assume, a lot of people.
A single entity destroying, like, a person?
I wouldn't call this thing a person, but it certainly is sentient.
What was left of Etah?
Possibly. I don't know what Etah sounds like, or what it's like to be in his head, but it was not fun.
Oh, God.
The mere presence of it sent a lot of shivers down my spine and sent a lot of darkness into my heart. Anyway, I'm ready to get a snack at this space station. What about you guys?
So you pull into the door. So you pull in on Dusk's station, and the guys begin doing a little bit of repairs. You see as the mechanics that start working on your ship go, "What the fuck have you been up to?" They start working on the underbelly. They're like, "Did you hit an asteroid, Sless?"
Oh, several, actually.
Gosh, damn it.
They shot the fuck out of us. They launched a rocket, too.
Hey, if I get you a drink on 5th Street, you gonna tell me all about it?
Alright, maybe.
Alright. This is gonna take at least a day to patch up, so I'll grab you a drink later.
Alright. So yeah, I guess I begin to wander around looking for this Red Rose Inn.
Yeah, so it takes you a little while, and as you're walking, a lot of the passerbys give Cedric and Kasari some dirty or confused looks, but they don't say anything or do anything. And eventually, you get to the Red Rose Inn, and Sless, you're allowed in, and the big burly bouncer lets you in, but he stops Cedric and says, "Customers only." Sorry.
Oh, well, do you have snacks?
No, but and he points across the street. There's a convenience store over there.
Okay, I go over to the convenience store.
I say, you two enjoy yourselves. I'll probably be out in no time.
Send us a message if you need us.
Of course.
As you walk in, you see a man with a big bowler hat and a shawl sitting at a booth alone, eating some cheese snacks.
I walk over and I say, "Do you happen to be a man by the name of O'Hare McClottery?" He
acknowledges you, and then he doesn't nod or respond, but he reaches down underneath the table.
Say that they have cheese snacks?
Yeah.
Fucker lied to me.
He pulls out a massive binder and plunks it on the table. He takes a little while opening it and slowly turns the pages, licking his finger every now and then like an absolute prick before arriving at the page he was looking for. Sless Voss.
That is indeed my name.
Yep, you got the man. O'Hare McClottery at your service. We got some work for you.
I take a seat probably in front of him, and I say, "What kind of work?"
It's going to be a little bit varied. You notice at this point he's being quite loud and not subtle at all, and probably most of the bar can hear him. I hear that you did a little business for the Republic recently.
A little business.
Yeah, I did some business.
We know, Mr. Voss, and we were looking at your records, and just seemed like they dropped you out of nowhere. What was that all about?
Honestly, I don't know, really. I got a call, and they told me basically the equivalent of fuck off, and paid me my money.
What if I were to tell you that my organization can help you get back and working on that case just where you left off? Because what if I were to tell you that the Republic, after you left, got no new leads? The trail just goes straight dry.
Are you with the Republic?
I guess you could say I'm associated.
That's awfully strange considering you're a Mandalorian. But,
they told you, did they?
Yeah, I was told.
Yes, there's no keeping secrets from the mighty Sless Voss, is there? I'm a pro-treaty Mandalorian. You ever heard of us?
Not really, but I'm sure you exist.
That would be an affirmative, sir. I work for an organization called the Order of the Mask. We're the most prominent pro-treaty organization on Mandalore, but we're lacking firepower and numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you come in, sir, because we could really use those guns.
I say, alright. What exactly is it that you want me to do?
So your job is in 2 stages. First of all, I want you to keep looking after those guns on the leads that you found. And also, I hear there's this guy called Jackson Reaver that was supposed to be related to these guns. If you can find him, that's probably the best chance. Secondly, I have a more traditional bounty for you. You see, we used to be working with this woman. She called herself Baroness Crimson, but she's gone quiet over the last couple of months, and we're worried she's turned cold on us. We can't have that now. And he hands you, he flicks through the binder and hands you like a small circular picture. Let me just share it.
Okay.
There you go. You should have it.
Oh. A Zabraki.
That's right.
Oh,
Do you know of her last whereabouts?
I think she was fucking with the red right hand, so she'd be around Utapau.
Utapau, huh?
Yeah.
Alright.
You can take care of her, although if she's fucking with the red right hand, it might not be doubtful that they've done it already. Hey, and if you can kill any red right hand while you're on the way, I'm not going to pay the cleaning costs, if you know what I mean.
I look at him and I say, alright, sounds fine by me.
We'll get you on retainer. I hear that Baroness Crimson hangs around with your current traveling companions, so if you report to us, you can get... How does this seem for an advance? And he puts what appears to be about 8,000 credits on the table.
I kind of, my eyes go a little wide. That's one hell of an advance. I wonder what the final reward will be.
Well, you can expect that monthly, so long as you keep reporting on us on the Baroness's old friends. But if you can get the Baroness's head to us, well, or confirm she's not betrayed us. But you know, if someone goes quiet for 4 months after working with the pro treaties, something's not right.
I nod and I say, and you say she's related to some former associates of mine?
Yeah, we did a little bit of tracking. We can't quite figure out who she is, but we know she's had meetings with a Cedric Carlemagne and a Merkava Karar.
Oh. Interesting.
I can't piece together who this is. I'm trying, but...
I say, yeah, I'll get you your information.
The picture with everyone.
Huh?
I said to Mercil, if it's that obvious, should I just share the picture with everyone?
I don't know.
There you go, there's the picture.
Where is it? I can't see it.
Maybe I don't want to share the picture.
I can't see it, Mom.
It's in handouts.
I'm lost.
Okay, so what do you say to the man, Sless?
I say, yeah, I'll report your information. Just, here's a bit of information, I guess. Apparently, if she's associated with my traveling companions, I guess you could refer to them as that, then clearly she's dealing with 2 Jedi. If that helps with anything.
His lip perches a little bit, he says. So get a little hairy, but we'll be discreet, and we'll take things from there. We've dealt with the Jedi before. Didn't end too well, but we've dealt with them. We got experience, so we'll be fine.
I understand. Just know that these Jedi appear to be a bit different than most.
In what way? In what way?
Well, have you ever heard of these things called the Sith, or whatever the Jedi go on about?
I heard of the Sith, aye.
If I'm to believe the 3rd traveling companion I'm with, these 2 Jedi have had this Sith Emperor man in their head.
His eyes go really wide. His eyes go really wide, and he flips towards the end of the binder and starts scribbling furiously into it.
I like to imagine.
Wow, this is gonna get really interesting.
Sorry, sir, did you just say?
Stops.
Yeah, and everyone looks at you like fucking Shrek 2, and then the guy you're sitting with waves them off like nothing to see here. He whispers. He's been really fucking loud this entire time, but he whispers, "Did you just say the Sith Emperor?"
I nod.
He looks a little dumbfounded and slowly starts writing more.
How has Sless ever worked in intelligence?
Hey, you paid me 8,000 in advance for a month to give him information. That's what I'm doing.
Well,
I have no loyalty to Cedric or Merkava.
You have loyalty to me, I thought.
Yeah, but you didn't ask me to keep it quiet.
Oh, come on, it's implied!
I guess I was doing the right thing asking for you specifically then. Well, keep it up, good sir. I'll be in this quarter for a little while, and then I'm heading out to Utapau myself, so I'll be in touch.
Yep. Well, if you keep on paying me this well, I'll tell you whatever you need.
Well, like I said, you can expect that monthly, and you bring us back Baroness Crimson, and we got you something nice.
I nod, and I take the credits, and say, is there a room paid for me here in this inn?
Not this inn, but if you go to the seedy part of town on the north side of the station, there are... Pretty much you can take the whole complex. It's mine.
Alright, what's the complex's name?
It's called the Ulatech Complex.
Ah, Ulatech. Alright. Me and my friends will also be staying there, just if that's okay.
That's perfectly fine, although I will warn you. You better be careful bringing Jedi around this place. They're not the most loved people.
I could tell. I saw some starers coming their way. I'll let them know they're across the street at a convenience store, I guess.
Wait, they're across the street at the red convenience store.
I guess.
You better get there quickly.
Oh, no.
I nod after taking my credit and say, I'll keep in contact.
He nods at you.
I'm starting to think the bouncer didn't take us to a convenience store.
It was convenient for him.
So you both go to the convenience store?
Yo, that bouncer lied in so many fucking ways. Well, I mean... Yeah.
I mean, Jedi apparently are not loved, so I imagine he purposely screwed you over.
I want to lie.
You-
I would like
Did
snacks.
you go, Cedric?
Sorry, what was that?
Did you go to the store, Cedric?
Yeah, I'm following along with
I'm
Kasari.
thinking of getting some dill pickles and maybe like some dip for him.
Both of you make a hard vigilance check.
Can you imagine a nice crisp dill pickle? Oh man, it's been so long. Maybe a little bit of ranch.
By the way, Putty, you're gonna have to do me a favor at one point in time and just like give me like a quick memory update on what we left off on for them to have missing weapon shipment stuff, or
Yeah.
I can roll something, whatever.
Actually, I'm the only way I can do it is by going back and watching the video. So
Oh, yeah.
maybe it's better if you just go back and watch the video. But I'm willing to if you don't want to.
What's the video?
It'll
which
be
one
the
will it
Crystal
be?
Caverns one. So I think
Crystal
it's episode 9
Caverns.
and 10. I think it'll be called Insurance Policy.
Okay, I'll go back and watch it.
Okay, so Cedric, you don't notice anything as you walk through. You see it's a pretty shit convenience store. Not many. There is a cashier, but there's not many people here, and you hear like a lot of mumbling coming from the back room. Kasari, on the other hand, after a little bit of looking around, it looks really shit. You don't find what you're looking for. You find some chips, like you don't find any like actually like healthy and viable snacks.
No dill
But
pickles?
not really. But after a little while, you hear a from the side of the store that Cedric is on.
I look over there. What do I see?
Kind of like there's a aisle in the way. If you know what I mean.
Okay.
You have to
I
go over them.
I go around the aisle.
You go around the aisle and you can see a man kind of restraining Cedric in like a chokehold with a blaster pistol to the side of his head. And he he whispers in your ear, Cedric, "This is Mando territory. You fucks aren't welcome here."
Are you gonna take that, Cedric? Yeah.
You know what?
Show him your anger.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Show him your destruction.
generally not a good idea to be this close.
Do I hear what he said?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see.
I say, okay, we'll leave. We'll leave. It's okay. We'll be gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so he lets go of Cedric. He kicks him in the back a little bit and like points the pistol at Kasari and like watches hesitantly.
We're going. I start walking out.
I look at him for a second.
do I
Give him the
just
stink eye,
hear force lightning?
and then walk back out with Kasari.
Okay. And at this point, Sless emerges from the inn.
I say, you know, good news. Apparently, the job that he offered allows me to pilot you guys all the way up to Utapau, possibly.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. What was the job?
Well, that's a little bit private.
Take one conflict.
Yes!
I say, well, hey.
Oh,
if you're staying with us.
he did give me a tip, though. Here, while we're staying for the day. Huh?
So I said an 8,000 credit tip.
That's a big tip.
I say.
That's what she said.
He. Oh my God.
Sorry.
He did mention that you two might want to be careful as Jedi.
Yeah, someone tried to kill Cedric in there.
Yeah, pretty much the entirety of this station does not like Jedi.
Well, they'll love him after I'm done with him. Time to paint the town red! Seriously, though, if I don't get some snacks, I'm gonna start getting pretty cranky.
Are there snacks?
Alright, I'm going to take you guys to the place we're staying tonight, and then I'll go pick up snacks.
Yeah! Okay, cool.
Yeah, just follow me, maybe a few steps back, pretend like we're not in a group together.
And keep in mind, Kasari will eat weird shit. I mean, she's eaten weird shit at almost every planet we've ever been to. I think every planet we've ever been to, she's eaten something weird and had to pass a resilience check. Not to, like, vomit. So she'll eat weird.
Cedric's gonna walk pretty much with his hand right next to his lightsaber.
Yeah, we're going to be in the shadier part, so I imagine that there's people more willing to shoot you over there.
You know what? They seem very reasonable. You just tell them you're not here to hurt them, and they back off.
Okay.
So as you walk towards the complex, you notice a number of stands that smell delicious.
Oh.
Is everything alright, Kasari?
Do you smell those snacks?
I do.
Come on, let's just get one.
Got your morshed here. Get your bowl of morshed here.
I don't know what a ball of morshed is, but I want it.
I'll pick up something after I drop you two
I'm
off.
sorry, I can't help it. And I just walk up to the stand.
Oh, young lady, how can I help you today?
I would like your finest ball of morshed, please.
Oh, it's a bowl of morshed, my friend.
Oh, bowl, sorry, your accent's very thick.
Oh, sorry. And he gets a big ladle and puts it into this very unhygienic looking like tub and like pours it into a wooden bowl and heads it to you and says, that'll be 5 credits.
Delicious. I give him 5.
It's like a red soup with like lumps of either meat or vegetables, you can't really tell in it.
I start eating it as I walk back with Sless.
Make a hard resilience check.
Yes. Let's see if this finally is the food to beat Kasari. Nope.
No, I mean, it's
really stressful.
It's a little hot.
Oh, so
right?
It burned my tongue a little.
It burned your tongue a little, so you get 1 strain. However, it's very therapeutic. It seems to have healing properties, and you recover 2 wounds.
Oh, fuck. Well, I didn't have any, but great. Can it heal a crit?
No.
What about an easy crit?
I'll let you make a free resilience check against your easy crit.
Okay, how hard?
It's an easy crit.
Oh, easy, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, healed.
Yay!
All right. Now that you have your food that you just couldn't resist.
Oh, I feel
Let's
way
us go.
better though. Oh, this bowl of moosh is so good. I give the guy a thumbs up as I walk away with a big like, you know, pile of it in my mouth, and I'm chewing it.
He tries to respond with 2 thumbs up of his own, but you notice he has no thumbs. So
Oh.
that's sad.
Oh.
I just keep going.
you can also see as he smiles at you, he's missing a few teeth.
Oh.
So you guys get to the complex. It's this really big kind of mansion-like building that seems completely abandoned.
I say, all right. Make yourselves comfortable.
Cool. And we're just allowed to stay here for free?
Yes.
Awesome. Are there cool beds?
I don't know.
I'm asking, buddy.
Are there cool beds, did you say?
Yeah, are there any cool beds, like bunk beds or hammocks or like a water bed?
I guess if you spend a little while searching around, you probably find out that there are 5 bedrooms in this place. 3 of which just have lavish double beds, and 1 of which does have what seems to be a water bed.
Oh,
the other one
yes.
the other one seems to have a single bed, or a pair of single beds.
I definitely sleep on the water bed.
I say, all right. Well, I'm going to pick up something to eat myself.
Oh, you notice that there are fridges and kitchens and stuff here.
Oh, fuck yeah. Are there cool snacks? They have dill pickles?
They don't have a lot of vegetables, but you find a lot of meat.
Oh,
a lot
man.
of Mandalorian native.
Is there
meats.
any alcohol?
Yes, there's like wine and usual stuff that you would use to like cook meat with.
Oh man.
So it's mainly just a meat place. It's like we only have
meat
ingredients that relate to meat.
Mandalorians like that meat.
All right. I get the tastiest looking meat. I get ready to cook it up. Get me some wine.
You notice that there's like a nice barbecue like apparatus that you can check this big hefty hunk of red meat from. You don't really recognize it, even though it's good meat.
Oh yeah, I start cooking it.
Hey, you master. Actually, make a average survival check.
Okay. Am I still diseased?
4. I'll say that you don't take the. It's not quite out of your system yet, but you're not suffering from the effects anymore. Although you have noticed, as you cook this meat, you realize that like your bathroom time lately hasn't been the most pleasant experience, and maybe a bunch of red meat isn't the best idea. But hey.
No. All right, so it's an average check, buddy.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I didn't. I did.
It's okay. It's okay. I
Don't panic.
Push the talk.
Nobody panic.
No panic.
Aw.
I mean, you cook. It's fully. It's a little undercooked. It's slow medium rare.
Oh. Oh, medium rare. That's how a Trandoshan likes it.
In that case, it's rare.
I like
In that case, it's rare.
bloody raw.
Oh man.
It's whatever Trandoshan. You didn't get what you were aiming for, so I guess. Is
it a little well done?
Yeah, it's overcooked a little.
I like to imagine that Trandoshan's like it a little bloody, maybe even
Very bloody.
You notice that the way you cooked it with the wine,
yeah,
it kind of took all the blood out of it.
Maybe I shouldn't have been drinking the water.
You're drunk. You're just making meat.
You guys come downstairs after a little nap to see Sless shirtless, just flipping like a pancake, a big hunk of meat on a barbecue. Okay, guys, I'm cooking. It's been like 4 hours. It's like burnt to a crisp. Does everyone eat Sless's burnt meat?
Yeah, I'll have some.
I'll have some.
Even though it's burnt, it's actually quite nice, and it is. You can taste the wine in it.
Well, you know, some types of meat, if they're very thick, if you burn them, you can basically just scrape off the burnt shit and eat. You know, eat the inside.
Yeah. You see Sless a little disappointed as he's looking for blood, the nice, sweet, juicy blends. Like, no, none of it. Oh,
you all have a very nice, relaxing night across all of the.
Finally, what I was promised.
You all have a wonderful, relaxing night. You eat some burnt steak. You get drunk on the wine. Well, Sless gets drunk on the wine. You two just eat meat that has wine in it. Sleep on a water bed. It's all chill.
I like to imagine if we're eating together and I'm getting drunk on the wine. I say, I like to. Can I roll a resilience check real quick?
For what?
I want to see whether or not Sless admits that he just told them that about the Sith Emperor.
Great. Yeah,
I'm gonna do I'm gonna do discipline, and it's gonna be average.
All right, cool.
What an excellent role playing voluntarily.
I get a little bit too much to drink, and I'm like, you know that Sith Emperor thing. I really hope you guys don't care about people knowing about that thing.
I say, well, that would be really bad. Why?
I might have told a person.
Oh God, who did you tell?
Don't worry, he paid me money.
That
Wait.
That makes it so much better.
Is this the guy who's like employing you?
Yeah.
I glance at Kasari.
I just put
Shake
my
my
head.
head
In the
and
pillow.
say-
He wants to know about a Baroness lady. It's a Bracky named Baroness Crimson or something.
Okay, well that sounds like a sex name for Shao.
So, like, do you know anything more about this person?
He's with the Republic, I think.
No, the Baroness.
Oh,
I
I show him the
by way.
picture.
Yeah.
Well, that's Shao.
Oh shit! And
she's
who
on
was that?
Utapau.
Actually, Marshall,
and Killer.
when Kasari looks at that picture, she thinks it might be Shao, but this is a lot younger than you've seen her, and you probably might think it might not be. But Cedric, this is clearly started Mandalorian
I'm
with
like,
Shao.
oh, never mind. I don't know who this is. Maybe it's Shao.
I
Looks a little weird.
say I
It's a very
was
young
hired
guy.
to kill her because she turned on him.
What? Why is everyone hiring people to kill Shao?
Who was hiring you?
Oh, a real nice guy with the Republic.
Everyone in the room make a vigilance check hard.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Oh no. This is what I've been waiting for. That fucking person who boarded our ship. They've
Should
been
I
behind us
roll
the
with?
whole time.
Oh,
Should I roll with setback or something?
Nope. Oh yes, roll with fucking one setback for being drunk as fuck. Yeah, that's a good idea. And actually, no, Sless roll
Aren't you
with two.
still sick?
Sless, no, he's not. Sless roll with two setback. The two of you're actually a little tipsy from the meat wine, so one setback for the both of you.
What? He burnt the
What's
meat,
the
but it
difficulty?
didn't cook the wine off? How is that possible, Sless? You're the worst cook ever.
What's the
Sless
difficulty?
is so good at
You
cooking.
essentially made charred rum ham. I don't even know.
What's the difficulty, Puddy?
I accidentally rolled with
It's hard. It's hard. So roll 3 thingamajigs. Oh,
Take away the 2 advantage, and I'm gonna roll the 2. It's a hard vigilance check.
yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So I failed with the triumph.
Triumph.
I failed with
Cedric,
style.
the observant one.
So, Kasari, you're chowing into some meat as you're like talking to Sless about this clearly destructive situation, and neither of you really notice. But Cedric, at the last second, you hear click, 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 and then
Oh god. It's the spiders
then,
from the hospital.
a blaster bolt. The blaster bolt comes firing into the room, and Sless, instinctively, you get Kasari down, and both of you avoid the blaster shot. but you notice 4 Mandalorians begin to enter the room. Roll initiative. Cedric, you're allowed to roll cool if you want. The other 2 you have to roll vigilance. Cedric, you can roll vigilance if you want as well.
I'll roll vigilance because it's better. Holy shit! That is literally the best initiative roll I could have gotten. Holy fuck.
Oh, more
no, you could have gotten a triumph, and then the 2 greens, because I'm pretty sure that would have placed you higher in the initiative.
No, because it's only success, so actually this is better than a triumph.
Doesn't advantage place you higher in the
advantage does, but it goes success then advantage.
That's like burning meat.
Priority success.
That's like burning meat, but increasing the amount of salmonella in it. Like that's how bad what you did was.
I'd like to imagine I'm such a good cook. I did basically the impossible.
Yep.
One day the dice. There you go, dice roller. All right, so Sless and Visara, you're both prone at the start of this combat encounter. I'll say Cedric, you probably had enough time to stand up. Player enough.
Do you want me to take this turn and it
makes sense.
Oh, by the way, no, I forgot to mention. I should mention this before you start combat. Across the 2 days you traveled and the 1 pretty much full night of sleep you've had tonight, you heal 3 wounds each, and all your strain is gone.
Oh, cool. That makes it a lot better. So, let's go for this, shall we?
Let's have a battle fight. A fight battle.
I'll take the first turn. How far are they away and how are they spread?
Short range, and in sets of 2, 1 at the left and 1 at the right, and you can engage with 2 at a time.
Okay, I'll jump toward... So they're in sets of 2 on the right, 2 on the left,
yes, sir.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with the right 2.
Okay.
I'll walk up to them. And I'll Sarlacc sweep. I haven't done this in a while.
So they have... it's melee, of course, so it's going to be 2 difficulty. But they have 1 adversary, and they have no defense. So it's going to be 1 challenge, 1 difficulty.
Okay. No, 2 challenge. 2.
Oh yeah, you're Starlock sweeping.
I'm Starlock sweeping. I get a boost from being engaged with multiple people. I've got to double check. I haven't done this in such a long time. They need to make fear checks. Hard fear checks. And no, I won't do that. We'll see how tough they are. Okay, so they both fail, so they've got setback. When they do it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, oh no, that's unfortunate. So one of them's gonna take 16 points of damage.
Fuck.
And I'm gonna try and resist critting.
Okay, make a hard cool check.
Hard cool.
And I'm going to use Destiny to upgrade one of the dice.
Okay. Nope! I'm critting.
Dude. Yikes, dude. Okay, so roll your force die.
Does that include my,
Yes, it does.
Yep.
Now, roll a plus 60 crits.
I have plus 10 vicious on this as well, so it's plus 70.
Indeed it is.
shit! That guy's dead. Oh.
8 conflict.
Oh god.
As you, so what you do is you come in and he like looks at you, and he sees the lightsaber, and you can see the flashes of the Mandalorian wars in his eyes. He says, "I instantly regret my life decisions." And you hit him in the face with the butt of your lightsaber before quickly, swiftly stabbing him through the abdomen and killing him.
Okay. One guy down.
And you take 8 conflict.
Yes, I put that in. Yeah, and that's the end of my turn.
You want to go, Marshall? Oh, all right, I'll go. Sure, I'm just going to use my jump up ability to
Oh yeah, cool.
go up from prone as an incidental.
Excellent.
What a useful ability.
You should, so
Yeah.
sorry, you know, as this Sless pushes you down, saving your life from your life, but you know, a normal person's life from that blaster bolt, and then just quickly springs to his feet.
Yeah, then I'm going to fire at the nearest guy.
You can fire at the left side of too. It's short range.
Yeah.
Be easy, but it'll be 1 challenge because they've got adversary and no range defense. And I'm gonna put 1 setback on your shooting for drunkenness.
Yeah.
Because you're pretty used to shooting, but you're still a little impaired.
Yeah. So 1 challenge die, you said?
1 challenge, 1 setback. Yeah.
Cool. Yep, that's it. Oh, I missed.
So you notice as you're a little shaky with your drunkenness, and you're like, ah, shit, and you just miss from being a little shaky.
I think with the advantage, the spend advantage, I'm going to. What I think I'm going to do is probably. Can I give? What is it? Can I give a bonus to the next person with 3 advantage? I can't remember.
You 1 advantage can send a boost to the next person. 2 advantage can spend a boost on a specific person, and you can do both. So you can spend 3 advantage total, giving 1 boost to whoever goes next, and 1 boost to a
I
specific
think
person.
3 can upgrade a check.
I think that's only a triumph.
Oh.
Yeah, that's only.
You can upgrade your melee or range defense by 1 with 3.
Interesting. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to upgrade my range defense by 1. For the next turn, until the end of the active character's next turn, apparently. And also, I'm going to give the next person a boost die, next allied character a boost die with 1.
Sounds good. All right, and then next to me.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay, I sort of raise my lightsaber.
Yeah.
I stand up.
I think that's a maneuver.
Probably.
Let's say that then.
And I'm going to spend my action attempting to, I guess, intimidate. I'm going to say, I'm going to say, leave now, and you may keep your lives. Don't be fools. Well, except that guy. And then I point at the dead guy.
Make an average coercion check with 1 boost, because there's one of these guys is already shitting themselves.
Damn! Look at that boost, though. Look at that boost. The guy who shit themselves really helped.
So the guy who shits himself is like, right, like throws the blaster pistol on the floor and starts legging it. One of the other guys on the left says, I got kids, man. This was a stupid idea, and runs away as well. But the last guy in the center says, fuck you, Mandalore forever, and shoots you. With his turn next, if you're not doing anything.
Sounds good.
Okay. Do you have any range defense?
I do not.
He does 7 damage before soak.
Very well. I end up taking 2 wounds. And I will use Mind Bleed to inflict 2 wounds on him.
Oh god, he screams, like, falls to his knees, dropping the blaster pistol. Oh shit, I just didn't pass the player turn. It is player turn.
Who wants to finish this guy off?
Dropped his gun. Are you gonna
I think
kill
he
him?
might. Let's just tie him up.
Yeah. I'll run over, grab his gun.
And we can ask him if this was just random violence or if it was actually like if they were sent here to kill us. Because he's like saying for Mandalore, so it could be they were just like, ooh, we saw Jedi, let's go kill them. Or maybe Sless's friend, quote unquote, just sent men to kill us. We should find out which it is.
Yeah,
You will find out which it is next time on Dunes of Utapau. Because that is where we're gonna leave it off this week.
Nice.
Sorry, successfully didn't have to kill anyone in this combat. Although, Jesus Christ, Cedric did. I love how every time Cedric attacks someone now, it's just like, oh, I cut off their entire family. I killed their family with that. So, why don't, my little boy Charlie here take us out?
So we'll see you guys next time for more Dunes of Utapau. Cedric will try not to kill more people. See you guys.